Welcome to Surprise Stadium in Surprise, Arizona for Royals Spring Training 2020. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Physiak along with Steve Stewart and producer-engineer Eric Guthrie, ready to bring you Game 1 of Cactus League play with the Royals hosting the Texas Rangers. And we, of course, both share this Surprise Stadium complex with the Royals office and their fields and their clubhouse on the left field side, and the Rangers offices and their fields and facilities on the right field side. And both teams are continuing to build towards becoming contenders again. The Royals coming off a 59-103 season, and the Rangers 78-84. For the Royals, former Cardinals skipper Mike Matheny replaces Ned Yost as manager, so that's a big move on the field managing side. Matheny's quest this spring, he told me before the ball game, find pitching. The team's 5.20 ERA was fourth highest in the major leagues last year, and fortunately, most of the Royals' top prospects are pitchers. Guys like Brady Singer, Jackson Kowar, Daniel Lynch, Chris Bubich, and Carlos Hernandez are all expected to be a bright part of the team's future, but patience will be key, and that's why it starts in spring training today. So there's a lot of excitement, enthusiasm, and optimism in camp this spring as the team lays a foundation they hope results in what the Royals fans saw just 5 years ago with back-to-back World Series and a World's Championship in 2015. It's a beautiful day here in Surprise. Temperatures in the 60s, winds out of the east-southeast, and they are blowing in from right field rather dramatically. So any ball struck by a left-handed batter to right field will be pushed back onto the field. And as we take a look at Surprise Stadium, it is 350 down the left field line, 350 down the right field line, and 400 to straightaway center field. And again, the wind is roaring in from right. By the way, the Royals and Rangers both observed a moment of silence prior to today's game in memory of previous Kansas City owner David Glass, who passed away in January. And our thoughts and prayers remain with the Glass family as they continue to go through this very difficult time. Well, on the field, Mike Matheny and also Chris Woodward are exchanging lineup cards with the umpires. And our umpires today will be Mike Malinsky, Todd Titchener, Alan Porter, and Corey Blazer. Here are the starting lineups for today's ball game. For the Texas Rangers, they're the visitors today, and Danny Santana will lead things off, and he will play in center field. Batting second is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He'll be at shortstop. Hitting third is Ronald Guzman, the first baseman. Batting fourth, Todd Frazier came over from the New York Mets in the offseason. He'll be at third base and cleaning things up. Scott Heineman is in left field, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Jose Trevino, the catcher. Sherton Apostol is the designated hitter today. He's only 20 years old, out of Cuba, and they think he is going to, or out of Curacao, and they think he is really going to be a star in the future. And they also picked up Adolis Garcia from the St. Louis Cardinals in the offseason. He will bat eighth today and play right field, and batting ninth is the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. Again, Santana, Falefa, Guzman, Frazier, Heineman, Trevino, Apostol, Garcia, and Ibanez. Now for the Kansas City Royals, they're taking the field, led by Jorge Lopez, who will be on the mound today. He is the starting pitcher. Batting first will be Whit Merrifield. He'll play center field. Batting second, left fielder Alex Gordon. Hitting third, and it's great to see him healthy, the designated hitter, Salvador Perez, Citizen Salvi. Jorge Soler will clean things up and play right field. Michael Franco, who came over from the Philadelphia Phillies, acquired in the offseason by the Royals, will hit fifth and play third base. Batting sixth, first baseman Ryan McBroom. Hitting seventh is Matt Reynolds, the shortstop. Batting eighth is Cam Gallagher. He'll be the catcher. And Humberto Arteaga at second base, batting ninth. But Steve Stewart again, Jorge Lopez will get the start. And this is a guy with incredible ability. But what the Royals want to see is consistency, toughness, and the ability to locate his pitches that have amazing movement on them.
And tying all those words together, maybe the word confidence.
Yeah.
We know the God-given ability he has, the great stuff he has. He's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. You want him, like you say, toughness, but you want that confidence. You want him to go out there and want it more than the other guy. he's got it in him. We saw him almost with a perfect game a couple of years ago. But I think they really see him in the bullpen role with that stuff. Most guys' stuff in the bullpen plays up a little better, tick or two higher on the radar gun. And he's a guy that, if he can get locked in, could really be a big addition, maybe full-time to this bullpen.
You're right, and there still is that number 5 spot in the rotation up for grabs, and Jorge Lopez has the ability to do a little bit of everything. We have seen him at his best almost throw a perfect game against the Minnesota Twins a couple of years ago, but now with the Royals, and he's getting ready to deliver pitch number 1 of the 2020 Cactus League play. He's facing Danny Santana, and here we go. First pitch of the ball game by the right-handers on the way, and it is just a little bit low for ball 1. Lopez, 27 years old. He's in his second spring training with the Royals after coming over from the Milwaukee Brewers in that Mike Moustakas deal on July 28th of 2018. Next pitch, a little bit low with the breaking ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes, and that has been his concern. First pitch was at 106. And the temperature very comfortable, 76 degrees, but a strong breeze coming in over the right field wall. Next pitch is hit to short. Grounder is controlled by Matt Reynolds, and he throws out Danny Santana easily at first base. So after falling behind 2 balls and no strikes, he challenged him right down the middle, and Santana going to the opposite field, but Reynolds had him played perfectly. Last year, Lopez set career highs in appearances with 39, starts with 18 innings and strikeouts. He has swing and miss stuff, but falling behind, he wants to be able to get ahead, control the count, and get some early count outs. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch misses ball 1, so he's fallen behind the first 2 batters, Santana and Falefa. We'll set the defense for you for the Royals with Cam Gallagher catching Jorge Lopez. Breaking ball stays high, so he's 2-0 to Kiner-Falefa. Cam Gallagher is the Royals catcher. Ryan McBroom is at first base. Humberto Arteaga at second base. Matt Reynolds at short. And Michael Franco at third. Lopez pitch swung on, bounced to short. Reynolds has it again. Quick toss. Got him easily on a high throw. So after falling behind 2 balls and no strikes, he's able to get Kiner-Falefa on a grounder. And Jorge signals to Matt Reynolds. Nice play as he had to pick it on a short hop. Coming towards second base. The outfield for the Royals, Gold Glover Alex Gordon in left, with Merrifield in center field, and Jorge Soler is in right. Here is Ronald Guzman, a pull hitter, and the Royals defense playing him that way. First pitch outside, ball 1. Lopez, first 3 batters, he's tried a breaking ball early in the count, and he has missed on all 3 occasions. Guzman, good power. 1-0 is fouled back, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Came with a fastball at 93 miles an hour. And I was watching batting practice, and Alex Gordon absolutely crushed one, Stu, to right field, and that wind knocked it down. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Lopez, and Guzman takes it on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you use the word don't throw this term around loosely down here. A little cold front is moving through, although when it's 76, that's bad. But it is breezy. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's going to cool down over the weekend. But we've had really warm weather here for this time of year.
And there's a beautiful 2-seam fastball that knifes the inside corner to Ronald Guzman. And Lopez works a 1-2-3 first inning with a strikeout of Guzman to end it. We'll come back with the bottom of the first with a scoreless ball game in Surprise.
Sweet strawberry icing. You're in Goodwill, and just past that vintage denim jacket you spot miniature donut earrings. You lean in. Ah, that's the scent of shopping success. Because at Goodwill, every item you buy funds local job training and more. So bring home those donut earrings and bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Practice makes perfect. That's why the garage door technicians at Overhead Door get spring training every month. They have the professional skills to tune up, repair, and replace your garage doors. And of course, spring replacements. They're no rookies. Overhead Door has been in the garage door game since 1921. They're the ones with the genuine, the original red ribbon service. Call now for $25 off your garage door service or repair. 816-221-0072. Overhead Door. Game on.
When Chevy decided to advertise the Silverado and the all-new Silverado HD's available camera technology, it was suggested that there were better ways to do it than on the radio. But listen to the Silverado's available transparent trailer camera view. Maybe they're right. So check out the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever for yourself.
Search for your local Kansas City Chevy dealer. Read the vehicle's owner's manual for important feature limitations and information. Camera views require available accessory camera and installation. Not compatible with all trailers. See your dealer for details.
Baseball fans, don't strike out with ATM fees. Equity Bank debit cards have zero ATM fees worldwide. Get the hassle-free cash you need for those peanuts and Cracker Jacks so you can get back to cheering on your boys in blue. You won't want to miss that grand slam everyone will be talking about tomorrow. Speaking of great plays, capture your favorite moments with a custom Equity Bank debit card and take that memory with you everywhere you go. We make it easy. You make it yours and ATM fees disappear with the Equity Bank debit card. Go to equitybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
We head to the bottom of the first inning in Surprise, Arizona. 0-0 ball game between Texas and the Royals. First game of Cactus League play in 2020. Whit Merrifield to lead things off, and he takes a ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike as Cody Allen will make the start for the Texas Rangers. He's bidding for a spot in their starting rotation, but right now it seems to be a 5-man rotation for Texas already, and unless there are some injuries, but you never have enough pitching. Allard, the left-hander, comes in tight on Merrifield, bends him away, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. With 206 hits last year, again, led the league in hits. First time a right-hander's done that since Kirby Puckett. Here is the pitch. Fastball jammed him down low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Whit, what a year he had. Now he's a veteran, age 31. Scored 105 runs last year, hit .302. Allard deals, and the pitch is swung on, chopped to second base, and fielded by Andy Ibanez, who throws out Whit. 1 down. Royals, we told you last year, finished 59-103, 42 games back of the Minnesota Twins, who had a marvelous season. They, along with Cleveland and the White Sox, expected to contend for the Central title. Royals building, growing, trying to do what they did in 2014 and 15. Now Alex Gordon, first pitch in there for strike 1. Alex in his 13th big league season. Royals signed him in January and delighted to get this leader back. Had a good year last year, hitting .266. Takes a pitch low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield defense and plays him to pull. Allard comes set, deals to Alex, who takes it tight. Fastball 2-1, so he's falling behind both Merrifield and Gordon. Jose Trevino is catching Allard today. Ronald Guzman at first. Andy Ibanez pulled way over at second. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is the shortstop. He's playing on the second base side of second. And the third baseman is Todd Frazier, the veteran. Gordo takes a strike. Count evens at 2-2. The pitch swung on and missed, struck him out. Good breaking ball. 75 miles an hour. That was a good 15 miles an hour slower than his fastball. Now listen to this ovation for Salvador Perez. He steps out, salutes the fans for a moment. Now back in, and Salvi missed all of last year because of the elbow injury, had Tommy John surgery. First pitch outside, ball 1. But Salvi, just seeing him in batting practice, he is so happy to be playing baseball again. He absolutely loves this game. Pitch is inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
And not many players radiate energy the way this guy does to your teammates. And, last year he DH'd in a game or two at this point in spring before the injury was discovered, and he missed the whole year. But, yeah, he's thrilled.
Breaking ball low, 3 balls and no strikes. And he brings a different energy that's infectious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching him do base running drills. And, Salvi's not the fastest guy in the team by any means. But he's dancing off the bases. He takes ball 4 outside, and Allard walks him, and the Royals have their first base runner. So Perez is on with his first plate appearance.
Save that walk for the regular season.
I knew you were going to say that. Well, here is the home run king in the American League from 2019, Jorge Soler. Big guy out of Cuba. Hit 48 home runs last year and drove in 117. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike 1. And the Royals have on their staff the guy who really helped put his hitting skills back together, Mike Tosar. I was talking with Mike around the batting cage. Pedro Grifol and Mike grew up together. Pedro, of course, the Royals bench coach. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. And as Mike told me, so much of the game is about confidence. You talked about with Lopez, and he said the same thing was true with Jorge Soler. Always known about his incredible talent and power. Here's the 1-1, and he takes it low. 2-1.
He's not afraid of a little breeze, even if it's working against him.
And now it's crossing over from right to left.
Now it's moving. Now it's actually blowing out toward left a little bit.
Get the ball in the air. And he does, and crushes it high and deep, and that one is way out of here. Over the fence, over the bullpen, over the berms and left, and it almost cleared the stadium fence that goes into the parking lot. He didn't need any wind support on that one, and the Royals take a 2-0 lead on Soler's first home run of Cactus League play.
2-1 pitch. He was up just a little bit, and like you say, every time he swings, if he makes solid contact, it's got a chance. And here in Arizona, as we said, the wind had just shifted a little bit just the last minute or two. Instead of blowing in from right, it shifted to where it's blowing toward left, and Soler gives the Royals their first lead of the spring.
I mean, just north of here is the Grand Canyon. It may have been over the Grand Canyon wall away. That ball is riding out of here. There was a guy out near the parking lot who, on the fence that separates the ballpark from the parking lot, he leaped, and the ball hit the very top of that fence. So that was hit for a piece. Right now the batter is Michael Franco. Right-handed batter, played with the Phillies last year, hit 17 home runs. Allard's pitch is a little bit low. 3 balls and no strikes to Franco, and Allard, fighting from behind, fell behind Merrifield, finally got him out. Fell behind Perez, walked him with 2 out, and then Soler took him deep. 2-0 Royals. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 3-1.
You talk about an energy guy like Salvi. Franco seems to be a little bit that way too. He's a real upbeat kind of guy. He's really happy to be here, you can tell.
Pitch is rolled to short, picked off by the shortstop Kiner Falefa, who throws out Franco, but the Royals get 2 in the bottom of the first, and the home run by Soler. 2-0 KC.
Interested in throwing the best tailgate out at Kauffman Stadium? Then find your way to Jack Stack Barbecue. We offer easy, convenient carryout of all your barbecue favorites. You'll be the hit of the ballpark when you show up with our famous beef burnt ends and hickory pit beans. With 5 locations in the Kansas City area, Jack Stack Barbecue is sure to be an easy way to please all of your friends and family. Go to jackstackbbq.com to learn more.
When Chevy decided to advertise the Silverado and the all-new Silverado HD's available camera technology, it was suggested that there were better ways to do it than on the radio. But listen to the Silverado's available transparent trailer camera view. Maybe they're right. So check out the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever for yourself.
Search for your local Kansas City Chevy dealer. Read the vehicle's owner's manual for important feature limitations and information. Camera views require available accessory camera and installation. Not compatible with all trailers. See your dealer for details.
Ready to throw your taste buds a change-up? Then perfect your game day drink with a gin that doesn't taste like pine tar. Builder's Botanical Gin is handcrafted with herbaceous ingredients like lavender and orange to make a spirit with layers of flavor. You can find this local favorite in specialty cocktails served at the K. And if that's not a home field advantage, we don't know what is. Builder's Botanical Gin from Restless Spirits Distilling Company, where character runs deep. Please drink responsibly and check us out at restlessspiritsdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Edelman and Thompson have been Kansas City's go-to personal injury lawyers. #1 in jury verdicts, #1 in work comp awards. If you've been injured, call on a winning team you can trust. Call Edelman and Thompson.
When you shop Goodwill, you don't just bring home a vintage dress or cat lamp. You bring home so much good to your community because everything you buy funds local job training and more. Goodwill, bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The Royals lead the Rangers 2-0 as we head to the second inning of play. Jorge Soler hit a first-inning home run, and now Jorge Lopez goes after Todd Frazier, who fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Frazier, an aggressive batter, played with the New York Mets last year. Now at the age of 34, out of Toms River, New Jersey, he's moving his baseball expertise to the Lone Star State. With the Mets last year, hit 21 home runs. Pitch by Lopez is hit sharply up the middle, but fielded by Arteaga. Soft hands and quick toss got him by plenty. 1 out. So 3 groundouts, 1 strikeout for Jorge Lopez. The batter will be Scott Heineman.
And they break out those shifts on day 1 of spring training. It worked beautifully as Arteaga was playing him right up the middle, and it was hit right to him.
I wonder if there will be ever any thought to going back to the old traditional style where there will be rules that say 2 infielders on the right side, 2 on the left, and the infielders must be on the dirt.
Not yet. It's been talked about, that's for sure.
I would applaud that move. Here is Heineman, right-handed batter, and he fouls off the first pitch by Lopez, figuring he would be aggressive. As Jorge fell behind the first 3 batters he faced in inning number 1, but was able to get all 3 batters out. Now facing Heineman, veteran out of the state of California, 27 years of age. Had a little bit of time with Texas last year, hit just .213 with a couple of home runs. He calls time, steps out. Played him pretty much straight up on the infield and shade him towards right in the outfield with Witt. Moving over a couple more steps towards right. Pitch by Lopez, fouled off. 0-2, so Lopez has the advantage, 0-2. Jorge was part of the starting rotation last year when we opened 2019, but really had a difficult time. He went 0-6 with an ERA over 7. So the Royals moved him to the bullpen. Fared better there. Here's the next offering, and it's a little bit high, but I like that pitch. Fastball up and in. When you come up and in with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, right-hander versus right-hander, that four-seamer appears to be greater than its velocity. Well, that one missed just a bit high. Next offering, hit in the ground towards third, fielded by Franco, but he can't handle the baseball, drops it. I believe they'll give him a hit, and it is a hit for Scott Heineman. So 1 on with 1 out. Tough play for Franco. And with Heineman's speed, it was going to be difficult to throw him out.
He showed pretty decent range going pretty far to his left just to knock it down, keep it on the infield.
Yeah, that's an interesting story this year because when 2019 ended, we expected Hunter Dozier to continue to play third base. But the Royals like his athleticism and ability to move around. So they acquired Franco and moved Dozier to right field. Here's the 1-out pitch. Good breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike to Jose Trevino. There are several who believe that Jose will be the everyday catcher this year for Texas. Now they do have Jeff Mathis, a longtime veteran, but they expect him to back up, and they also have Robinson Chirinos in camp. A couple of veterans to back up Trevino. But Texas expected to perhaps get back to 500 this year. They've had 3 straight losing seasons in the final year of the ballpark at Arlington. Now they're moving, well, nearby to the new Globe Life Park. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Throw to second base is in time. So Heineman is cut down in a fine throw by Cam Gallagher. Quick toss. And he didn't have to have a lot of mustard on that. He just really quickly released it and got it to Arteaga. Play goes 2-4 on the caught stealing. But the best part about that by Cam was his accuracy. Put it right on the bag, and all Arteaga had to do was catch the baseball and keep the glove there, and Heineman ran right into it. Here's the pitch, swing, ground ball, foul, and it's 0-2 to Trevino.
Well, assuming that Lopez can get Trevino or maybe the next batter, this will most likely be it for him. 2 innings, 30 or so pitches is sort of what you expect first time out. Is assuming you're stretching him out, which they obviously are. Let him go back-to-back innings here. Whether you talked about the 5th starter spot is certainly up for grabs, even though we think of him as maybe being a reliever this year. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out down here.
Fastball is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, it will. I mean, the Royals have 39 pitchers in camp, and there are only 13 spots, so there'll be incredible competition. Here's the next pitch, ground ball third. Franco has it. His throw is an accurate one, picked off by the first baseman Ryan McBroom. That does it for the Texas Rangers. The Royals get him, and they take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of inning number 2.
Hindsight isn't 20/20. 2020 means looking ahead, believing in what can happen. With new, exciting leadership, it's a group of players eager to leave it all out on the field. 2020 is about diving catches and stolen bases and sending fastballs straight into the fountains. It's peanuts and hot dogs beneath a sky of fireworks. 2020 is not just another Royal season. It's a new chapter in our history, and we're excited for the future. That's always Royal.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in Goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
As winter continues its icy grip on much of the country, hope springs eternal in the world of pro baseball.
Geico's Game Saver.
Soon, the sounds of mitts popping and bats cracking are going to again warm the hearts of baseball fans everywhere. It's because pitchers and catchers are getting ready to report. The Cactus and Grapefruit Leagues begin workouts just ahead of Valentine's Day, with the position players making it to camp about a week or so later. Not too long before we hear...
Play ball! Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and auto insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at geico.com. Easy.
2-0 the Royals lead in a first-inning home run by Jorge Soler. The Rangers with a couple of changes. Eli White takes over for Danny Santana in center field. And the new pitcher will be number 52, Taylor Hearn, tall left-hander. He is a guy right out of the Dallas area, and he's seeking a return to the mound in 2020 after missing most of last year with arm issues. He did throw a live BP session on Tuesday. Reported health, good health. But he did not appear in a game after his major league debut in April. So it's been a long time before Hearn is thrown to a big league batter. And his first pitch in the bottom of the second is outside to Ryan McBroom. Ryan McBroom has been sharing that first base role this spring. A battle expected between McBroom and O'Hearn. And they're good friends. Here's the pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Matter of fact, they worked out together in the offseason, go out to dinner a lot. Here is the pitch, and it is low. 3 balls and no strikes. But McBroom, the Royals were able to acquire in early September last year from the New York Yankees, and he had a very good AAA year, hitting .315 with 26 home runs. Here's the pitch in there for a strike, fastball at 95. 3-1 the count. When the Royals picked him up, they wanted to take a look at him not only at first base but in the corner outfield spots. Shows him to be a good athlete, at .293 in 23 games with the Royals. The pitch fouled off. A pretty good swing on a fastball at 96. So Taylor Hearn can really bring it. McBroom steps out, tightens his gloves, now back in. Left-hander in the mound, right-hander at the plate. Hearn gets the sign from his catcher Trevino and brings the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Ryan McBroom goes down on strikes after he had the count his way, 3-0. If you've just joined us, the Royals lead at 2-0 on a Soler monstrous home run to deep left field that almost completely went out of the stadium. Here's Matt Reynolds. Had a chance to meet this young man. Grew up in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. Played college baseball at Arkansas and bidding for a backup middle infield spot with the Royals. But he's a guy who can play third, short, second. So a valuable guy the Royals taking a look at. Hearn brings the pitch, and it swung on, driven foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matt last year played at AAA Fresno and hit .295 with 16 home runs. One thing I noticed was that he has a good eye. He had 69 walks in the minor leagues. He's a right-hander, stands deep in the box. Hearn winds and brings it, and a swing and a miss. Good fastball at 96. Taylor Hearn might be trying for a spot in that bullpen, and Texas, their trouble last year was as a pitching staff. They were 11th in the American League and earned run average at 5.06. Hearn's pitch is swung on and missed. He went with a slider down and in, and Matt Reynolds strikes out swinging. 2 out. Not too many guys in the first game of Cactus League play will see a 96-mile-an-hour fastball followed by a well-located 89-mile-an-hour slider. But Hearn just did that, back-to-back pitches to Matt Reynolds. Now another right-handed hitter in Cam Gallagher. First pitch in there, strike 1 at 96 again. Gallagher hails from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but this past off-season moved to Texas. Worked out with Hunter Dozier and Ryan O'Hearn and Matt Reynolds, and they become good friends. Cam bidding for a backup spot. Salvador Perez back healthy this year. Count 1-1. The pitch is swung on and missed.
But that backup spot is going to be awfully interesting because even though Salvi's healthy, you know, they're not going to have him catching 7 days a week. Backup's going to get some time back there, especially the first couple months of the season, you'd think.
Yeah, I could see Salvi maybe even playing a little first base along with the designated hitter when he doesn't catch. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field. That wind will push that towards right center. Coming in and cutting it off is Eli White, the center fielder, to make the catch, and that does it for the Royals. KC leads 2-0. Stu will have the call for you when we come back.
The key to winning championships is building quality leaders and teamwork from within. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 knows how to win by building our team of trained professionals from the ground up. We provide our members all the education and skills they need to be the best sheet metal professionals in Kansas City. So if you want to hire a quality contractor that employs the best in the industry, won't cut corners, and make sure your money stays in the community, go to DemandMetalExcellence.com.
Practice makes perfect. That's why the garage door technicians at Overhead Door get spring training every month. They have the professional skills to tune up, repair, and replace your garage doors. And of course, spring replacements. They're no rookies. Overhead Door has been in the garage door game since 1921. They're the ones with the genuine, the original red ribbon service. Call now for $25 off your garage door service or repair. 816-221-0072. Overhead Door. Game on.
This ad for Hellsberg Diamonds has been specifically written for people who would rather think about beer than engagement rings. Imagine a bar with every kind of beer you can think of. There's a bartender who can tell you about every one. That bar is actually Hellsberg Diamonds. And those beers, our huge selection of high-quality diamonds and engagement rings at a great value. The bartender is a super knowledgeable associate who can help you find the perfect engagement ring. Come into Hellsberg and you'll have something to toast. Visit one of our 7 Kansas City locations. Hellsberg Diamonds, a Berkshire Hathaway company.
Dude, I'm seeing a sports medicine doctor.
Huh.
And guess who he is?
Who?
A Royals team physician. He's right there in the dugout.
Oh, no way. Awesome.
Whether you're an athlete or just active, the same experts who treat the Royals can treat you too. The University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Royals. Request an appointment at sportsmedicine.kansashealthsystem.com.
Well, Jorge Lopez had a very nice debut, 2 scoreless innings here on opening day of the Cactus League, and he will exit and give way to one of the new guys on this squad, a guy who hopes to be on this club this year, Stephen Woods Jr., a 24-year-old right-hander. Makes his Royals debut right now. Royals got him in the Rule 5 draft. You baseball fans, many of you know what that is. It's a chance to give a guy in an organization a fresh start when the team doesn't protect him on the 40-man roster. That's how Brad Keller became a Royal, among others. A long time ago, how Joaquim Soria first became a Royal. A lot of great Rule 5 stories in the history of baseball. Here's Sherton Apostle. He is their DH today, called strike. He's a corner infielder by trade. He's DHing and a right-handed hitter. And he looks at his strike from this 6'1", 195-pound right-hander, Stephen Woods Jr. 3 infielders on the left side for this big, strong right-handed hitter, Apostle. And the pitch. And a breaking ball misses a little bit low. Royals got him from Tampa Bay, Stephen Woods Jr. And you probably know Tampa Bay has had quite the knack for developing and identifying pitching talent over the years. And the Royals took him in the Rule 5 from the Rays. 1-1. Woods Jr. working from the stretch, from the high set, the righty with a big leg kick. The delivery is a fastball a little bit high. Last year, he pitched an A-ball for them as mostly a starter, had a 1.88 ERA in 18 appearances, 12 starts. Walk totals were a little higher than he would have liked, but overall, very good numbers at Charlotte for them. In the pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball up at 95. 2-2 on Apostle for the Rangers. The Royals lead the spring opener here, 2-0. Royals leading Texas here in the top of the 3rd inning in Surprise Stadium, the home stadium for both clubs. The Royals playing the role of the home team for this opening game. 2-2. Woods Jr. works on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch is a fastball upstairs, and the count is full. Bottom 3rd of the Texas order in this inning: Apostle, Adolis Garcia, and Andy Ibanez for Texas. Royals with the same defense other than the pitcher, as Woods Jr. replaced Jorge Lopez, who pitched 2 scoreless with a strikeout, a hit, and no walks. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and a good breaking ball down. Beautiful overhand curveball from Stephen Woods Jr., and he has a strikeout in his Royals debut against the first batter he faces. So the count was full, but Stephen Woods Jr., a native of New York State, wins that battle. He's 24 years old. He'll turn 25 June the 10th. Lives in Huntington Station, New York in the offseason. And here's former Cardinal Adolis Garcia. Adolis Garcia, A-D-O-L-I-S Garcia, right-handed hitter, and he took a strike competing for an extra outfielder position most likely with his club. Playing right field today, and he'll swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. Came in at 94, 0-2 to count on Garcia. Texas a year ago, 78-84 in a tough division where Houston won 107 games and Oakland had a high 90s win total. There's a ground ball, third base side. Nice backhand pickup by Franco. He'll spin and throw to first for a beautiful play by the Royals' new third baseman, Franco, on a hot shot down the third base line. Franco diving to his right, backhanding, getting up and making a perfect throw to McBroom at first. So Franco, we've seen range both to his left and to his right early on today in his Royals debut. So 2 up, 2 down. Woods Jr. helped out by some good defense by the Royals' new third baseman there. Here's Andy Ibanez, who played at AAA a year ago, number 9 hitter today, second baseman, right-hand batter, and he'll take a breaking ball for a strike. He's from Cuba. They signed him 6 years ago. Big bonus baby out of Cuba. Probably headed to AAA this year to start the year. We'll see. 0-1. Stephen Woods Jr. from the stretch deals. Breaking ball, ground ball to third. Franco comes in, grabs, throws from the infield grass, and throws to first for the out in time. So Franco made a couple nice plays, one coming in, one diving to his right, and a spin and a throw to first, and a strikeout as well by Woods Jr., and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Stephen Woods Jr., the Rule 5 draftee, hoping for a spot on this club opening day. Through 2.5, Royals lead at 2-0.
Better call Bob, Wizard or Clogs. If you're a homeowner, you may not be experiencing backups right now, but undetected issues in your sewer lines can lead to major breaks in pipes and your wallet. For $99, we'll send out a Bob Hamilton camera inspector to look inside those pesky pipes, and if it backs up again, we'll open it up for free. Wow, how's that for peace of mind?
Bob Hamilton Plumbing, heating and AC. Call 888-4BOB. Remember 913.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really...
helpful?
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
ORI, Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated, is proud to be the trusted portable restroom provider of the Royals. Our True Blue units are proudly displayed throughout the K. ORI is also the proud provider of portable restrooms for Kansas Speedway, local municipalities, and Kansas City's finest builders. ORI's Elite Division also provides luxury trailers for the most elegant outdoor events. Call 816-229-4468. Online at outdoorrestrooms.com.
Well, folks, you can purchase a ticket for opening day and 2 other games of your choice for one deep discounted price with the opening day triple play pack. These packages start at just $45, and there are no blackout dates. Learn more, Royals.com/triple play. Get in there for opening day. 2 other games of your choice as well. First pitch to Humberto Arteaga is fouled off by this third pitcher on the day for the Rangers. This is Luis Garcia, veteran right-hander here in a minor league deal with the Rangers. Colby Allard worked the first inning, Taylor Hearn the second. Now it's Luis Garcia in the third for the Rangers. Defense just about straight up for Arteaga, who's playing second base today, and he takes a breaking ball up and in. Arteaga hit .299 at Omaha last year. He came to the big leagues for the first time last year, got into 66 games of the Royals, hit a .197. This is his 10th year in the Royals organization. And a breaking ball catches the outside corner at the knees. Luis Garcia is 33, 6'2", 240. Pitched for the Angels last year, mostly out of the bullpen with a .435 ERA. Spent his entire career before last year with the Phillies, so he was a longtime teammate of new Royal Michael Franco. Put on a bit of a defensive clinic in the top of the inning. Fly ball the other way, right center. Coming in is the right fielder Garcia to make the catch, and Arteaga is out number 1. So Hearn, their second pitcher, had a 1-2-3 second inning, and now Garcia retires the first Royal here in the third inning. And that brings up Whit Merrifield for a second time. Whit with 206 hits to lead everybody last year. Today he's 0 for 1. He grounded to second base back in the first inning. And they play Whit pretty much straight up. And Whit will take a fastball, a little bit up and in. 1-0 the count. Alex Gordon waiting to hit next. Whit is, it looks like, going to be playing a lot of center field for the Royals, depending on how it all shakes out. He's, of course, prepared to play anywhere. And there's a strike in the outside corner. Whit has already distinguished himself as quite a second baseman. Royals are hoping Nicky Lopez can latch onto that spot. But no doubt, figure we'd see some of Whit at second base at some point this year. Here's the 1-1, and a breaking ball in the dirt skips away from their catcher, Trevino. Whit turned 31 at FanFest this year on January the 24th. Native of Advance, North Carolina, Whitley David Merrifield. Here's the 2-1 to Whit, and he'll take it a little bit low. The wind is roaring right field toward left. Very strong wind today. It was blowing in from right early, then it shifted, blowing out toward left. Now that crosswind from the right field foul pole to the left field foul pole, and a swing and a bouncer by the mound toward the middle. The shortstop has it behind second base. Kiner Falefa throws to first, and Whit Merrifield is out number 2. And that'll bring up 36-year-old Alex Gordon. Everybody happy to see Gordo back in camp, and he's thrilled to be back. 1-year deal, and he really had a nice season a year ago in which he hit 266, drove in 76 runs a year ago, and you wonder, was he truly healthy for the first time in a few years? It sure looked that way. There's a pitch down low. Gordon kind of admitted it. He hates to admit any weakness ever, that the injury from 16 had kind of held him down a little bit. But last year, 76 RBIs, 13 home runs, played in 150 games at 266, and had a 345 on base percentage last year. Ball one on Gordo. They shift with 3 on the right side, and he'll swing and miss at a fastball at 95 from Luis Garcia. We're in the bottom of the third inning. And it's a 2-0 Royals lead. Danny Santana left after the first inning with left calf tightness. Normally, even in spring training, the veteran guys don't leave that early in the game. Pitchers will after an inning, but usually the guys out playing defensively will play usually 5 or so innings, then come out. 2-1 now on Gordo, who struck out swinging his first time. 36, and of course, looking great and ripped and happy to be here, and he's real happy with his new manager, Mike Matheny. That's been one of the themes of this camp, as Gordon fouls one back. As much as they all love Ned and credit Ned with helping each of them achieve their goal of, in many cases, like Gordon winning a championship, Ned the all-time winningest manager in Royals history, Ned riding off into the sunset, and Mike Matheny came in and hit the ground running, and he's so far been received very well by his new club. There's a pitch down and in on Gordo. 3-2 the count. Nobody on, 2 down, bottom of the third. 2-zip Royals on a 2-run homer by Jorge Soler in the first inning. And the payoff to Gordo. Swing and a bouncer toward the middle. And the shortstop, Kiner Falefa, will throw out Gordon. And Luis Garcia with a 1-2-3 third. We go to inning number 4 here on a beautiful breezy day in Surprise, Arizona. The Royals lead it 2-0.
Is something missing in your life? Do you seek purpose? Are you hungry? Reach for a classic. A Sonic Car Hop Classic with a juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger and crispy tots for $2.99. You'll feel reinvigorated.
Hold up, it's only $2.99?
Hey, what happened to the Echo?
Oh, now you miss me.
Try the Sonic Car Hop Classic today for $2.99. Now with a crispy tender sandwich. Tax not included. See menu for details. For limited time only. Participating Sonic drive-ins.
Sonic.
Just as Ned Yost and his coaching staff put their best players in the right positions for success, so does the Brush Group with our multifaceted marketing team of Sun Graphics, Don Levy Litho, and Brush Art Corporation. Sun Graphics is the proud printing partner of the Kansas City Royals and is known for marketing support that is nothing short of royal. Make sure you are hitting a home run with all your marketing efforts by contacting Sun Graphics today, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Royals. Practice makes perfect. That's why the garage door technicians at Overhead Door get spring training every month. They have the professional skills to tune up, repair, and replace your garage doors. And of course, spring replacements. They're no rookies. Overhead Door has been in the garage door game since 1921. They're the ones with the genuine, the original red ribbon service. Call now for $25 off your garage door service or repair. 816-221-0072. Overhead Door. Game on.
For 25 years, Edelman and Thompson have been Kansas City's go-to personal injury lawyers. #1 in jury verdicts, #1 in work comp awards. If you've been injured, call on a winning team you can trust. Call Edelman and Thompson.
When you shop Goodwill, you don't just bring home a vintage dress or cat lamp. You bring home so much good to your community because everything you buy funds local job training and more. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Eli White will be the hitter for Texas to lead off inning number 4. Royals lead at 2-0. And the new pitcher is a guy from the Kansas City area, and that's Trevor Rosenthal. And he'll deliver a strike at 98 miles an hour at the knees to Eli White. He'll be followed by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Ronald Guzman. We're in the 4th inning, 2-0 Royals, each team with 1 hit. The Royals hit was a Soler 2-run homer. There's a swing and a miss at another fastball at 98 from Trevor Rosenthal at a Lee's Summit. He's 29. He'll turn 30 on May the 29th. Royals signed him as a minor league free agent, but you know he and Mike Matheny go way back in St. Louis. 0-2 in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99, so nothing but gas from Trevor Rosenthal. And some nice reaction from the Royals fans here today to Trevor Rosenthal's first strikeout victim in Royal Blue. Rosenthal last year got into 12 games with Washington, 10 games with Detroit. Of course, he missed the 2018 season with elbow surgery. Here it is 2 years later. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and he'll swing and hit a little half swing, grounded to second. Glove by Arteaga, throw to first for the out. So far, so good for Trevor Rosenthal, who put up some monster numbers in St. Louis years ago. 45 saves in 2014, 48 saves in 2015 with St. Louis. A career major league ERA of 3.46 in 350 major league games, all of them in relief. Here is Ronald Guzman, their first baseman, left-handed batter. Struck out looking his first time, and he'll foul a fastball back at 97. So you've seen 98, 98, 99, and now 97 from Trevor Rosenthal. In his Royals debut, he and Greg Holland both here on minor league deals, both hoping to make this club and make a statement here in 2020. They shade Guzman just a little bit around to the right on the infield. Outfield plays him to hit the other way. Wind still blowing hard. Right field toward left, and the pitch to Guzman, and a breaking ball misses a little bit low. That's his slider at 89. Check out the Royals fan value page. It's the best resource for discounted Royals tickets and special offers, whether it's single game, group discount, military discount, student discount, senior discount, or even food and drink specials. You'll find a perfect deal. There's a broken bat, little number foul off to the left, and it's 1-2 on Guzman. So for details, it's Royals.com/fan value. Check out the Royals fan value page, the best resource for discounted Royals tickets and special offers. Royals.com/fan value. Trevor Rosenthal wears uniform number 40. He's at a Lee Summit West High School, graduated that great high school in our area back in 2008, and then Cowley County Community College. And this is a guy who was an all-star in 2015. He was in the Baseball America All-Rookie team in 13. Of course, lots of postseason experience in 12, 13, and 14 with St. Louis. Cardinals drafted him in the 21st round. He was a diamond in the rough back in 2009 out of Cowley County. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He blew it by him at 99. So 1-2-3 inning with a couple of strikeouts for hard-throwing Trevor Rosenthal. Some of the Royals fans come to their feet behind that Royals dugout down the third base line. Good job so far by the Royals pitchers. And as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, the Royals lead remains 2-0.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Hey, Kansas City. Sluggers looking for a few good kids to join the best fan club in the big leagues. Sluggers Blue Crew. Blue Crew members receive a long-sleeved Royals performance tee, lunchbox backpack, special edition socks, 2 home game ticket vouchers, an exclusive membership badge, and a bunch more. Plus, first dibs on the Sunday Fun Run, all for only $30. Presented by the Learning Quest 529 Education Savings Program. Visit Royals.com/Blue Crew to join.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar presents an original that's now maybe even better. Mary had a little lamb.
Mary had a bottle of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar with the same refreshing taste as the original, but with zero sugar. Same refreshing taste as the original, but with zero sugar. Same refreshing taste as the original, but with zero sugar. Mary had a bottle of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Let's taste was as good as the original, maybe even better.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. As good as the original, maybe even better.
Salvador Perez leads off inning number 4 for the Royals, who lead 2-0 on a first inning 2-run homer by Jorge Soler. And yes, it went a long way. And this guy was aboard for the ride. Salvi walked with 2 outs and nobody on in the first inning. And the next batter was Soler, who's on deck right now, and he hit that home run. Salvi up there. Ball 1 on Salvador Perez. DHing today. And there's a pitch a little bit low. 2-0. He's showing good plate discipline early in Cactus League play. 2 years ago, Salvi hit .235, but he homered 27 times and drove in 80. He gets under this one and lofts it into shallow right center. It'll be the center fielder White coming in, battling the high sky and a very strong wind, and he made a sliding grab coming in to make the catch. Let's pause for station identification on the Royals Radio Network.
610 Sports Radio is the new official broadcast partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. KCSP Kansas City, WTAF HD2 Kansas City, a radio.com sports station.
Big Jorge Soler has homered in his first at bat. Now a breaking ball. He fouls it into his dugout down the third base side. It bounced into that Royals dugout. Very crowded dugouts at this point in spring training when you got more than 60 guys on your roster. I think everybody's okay. 0-1 in the pitch, and he swings and misses at a breaking ball. Curveball at 77. Soler will turn 28 years old next Tuesday. 6'4", 235. Home run champ. 48 a year ago and 117 driven in, and an OPS of 922 last year. Nobody on 1 out. 0-2 right now on Jorge, and he'll take it down and in with a fastball from their fourth pitcher, Derek Law. Each of their pitchers has gone an inning. Derek Law, 6'3", 225, Pittsburgh native. minor league free agent. And here's a wave and a miss at the breaking ball, and Soler down on strikes. And Law has his first strikeout. Law has been with the Rangers his whole career. He's got a pretty impressive .318 career earned run average in almost exclusive use as a starter. Let me take that back. Looking at the wrong page. He was at Toronto last year and the Giants before that. Here's a swing and a miss by Franco. So Law gets ahead 0-1. Michael Franco has made some nice plays defensively at third base. Michael Franco, former Philly. First game in royal blue, and he takes it outside. He wears uniform number 7. You remember way back when Alex Gordon came to the big leagues, and he was a third baseman. He wore number 7. There's a swing and a miss at a breaking ball away, and it's 1-2. So Derek Law was a Giant in 16, 17, 18, then Toronto last year, and then signed as a minor league free agent with Texas this winter, although he was drafted out of high school by the Rangers and didn't sign. There's a breaking ball, and Franco takes it for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Derek Law. He has a 1-2-3 fourth. We go to the 5th. Fizz will have it. The Royals lead it on a Jorge Soler 2-run homer, 2-0.
Royals fans, before heading out to the league's most fan-friendly ballpark, check out the most wallet-friendly deals on the Royals Fan Value page. Whether you're looking for single game or group tickets, military, student, and senior discounts, or even food and drink specials, the Fan Value page is your best bet for savings. Get specials like Steal a Deal sales presented by Price Chopper, Save Some Dough deals presented by Papa John's, and fan favorites like Price Chop Mondays and 610 Saturdays. Bookmark Royals.com/fan value to save on Royals tickets and other deals.
For over 30 years, Brancato's Catering has been enhancing your tailgate needs, making your time at Kauffman Stadium one to remember. With our delicious and customizable menus paired with service designed to fit your tailgate needs, our expert coordinators and dedicated staff can handle all of the details so you can enjoy the pregame activities with the rest of your game day crew. To learn more about our options or to book your upcoming tailgate, visit www.brancatoscatering.com or give us a call at 816-765-4707. Proud partner of the Kansas City Royals.
ORI, Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated, is proud to be the trusted portable restroom provider of the Royals. Our True Blue units are proudly displayed throughout the K. ORI is also the proud provider of portable restrooms for Kansas Speedway, local municipalities, and Kansas City's finest builders. ORI's Elite Division also provides luxury trailers for the most elegant outdoor events. Call 816-229-4468. Online at outdoorrestrooms.com.
The key to winning championships is building quality leaders and teamwork from within. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 knows how to win by building our team of trained professionals from the ground up. We provide our members all the education and skills they need to be the best sheet metal professionals in Kansas City. So if you want to hire a quality contractor that employs the best in the industry, won't cut corners, and make sure your money stays in the community, go to DemandMetalExcellence.com.
We welcome you back to Surprise Stadium in Surprise, Arizona. 2-0. The Royals have a lead. They took that lead in the first inning on a tremendous blast by Jorge Soler, almost completely out of the stadium. And the Royals now with a 2-0 lead. And we have some defensive changes for you. An entirely new outfield for the Royals. Bubba Starling will come into the game for Alex Gordon and play left field. Nick Heath, a speedy center fielder out of Junction City, Kansas, is in center field. And Brett Phillips is in right field, so you have great speed, strong arms in the outfield. New third baseman for the Royals is Manuel Rivera, who played at Double-A last year. And what we have seen in the past in Cactus League play, he is a very good defender. The new pitcher is Braden Shipley, and his first pitch is strike 1. He is facing Todd Frazier, Scott Heineman, Jose Trevino here in this 5th inning. Frazier, first time up, grounded out to second base. Shipley, this is his Royals debut. Full wind and pitch, and it misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Shipley has a storied past. He was originally a first-round pick of the Arizona Diamondbacks in 2013, but had some injuries, inconsistency. Now with KC, the pitch Down low. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Shipley's fastball low to mid-90s. Good breaking ball. Signed as a minor league free agent on December 17th after spending the previous 7 years in the Diamondbacks organization. The wind and pitch and a swing and a grounder foul wide of third. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He did make 30 appearances with Reno last year. Pitched to a 1.32 ERA during the month of August. So obviously good stuff. Has that full windup where he takes hand and glove completely over his head and touches the back of his neck on his delivery. Very smooth, clean delivery. And the 27-year-old right-hander throws low. A fastball at 96. That's his best velocity early in this one. Cam Gallagher remains the catcher for Shipley with McBroom still at first base, Arteaga second, Reynolds short, and Rivera at third. 3-2 pitch is low, ball 4. So that's not what Shipley wanted to do. He had the count his way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Frazier defending home plate. Took some close ones, and now he'll come out of the game for a pinch runner. And the batter will be Heineman. Are they going to let Frazier continue to run? He got halfway and then put the brakes on, started backing up towards first base. And then Chris Woodward, the skipper, said, no, we want somebody to go out there for you. Waiting for that young man to turn around, and the guys in the press box are doing the same thing, Stu, waiting to reveal his full number. I could see a 3, but I wasn't sure if it was 31 or 37. And now Shipley throws over, diving back. It is 31, and that means the man is Cody Allen. Wait a second here. That can't be Cody Allen. He's a pitcher. It's a minor league guy.
I think you're right.
Yeah, 31 on the Texas Rangers spring training roster is Cody Allen. And
Here you go. Here you go. It's not
Allen.
Clarence Darrow. It's Ryan Dorow.
Ryan Dorow.
Ryan Dorow. D-O-R-O-W. Close the Dorow. Yeah, you have the expanded rosters, which are already more than twice the size of a regular season. Then you have extra minor league guys as well. He is one of those. So.
And he is one of those extra minor league guys. So Cody Allen, who we've seen for years, pitched for the Cleveland Indians, and then last couple of years bouncing around with the Angels, and this year trying to make it with Texas. And Ryan Dorow is the other 31. Heineman the batter. The count is 2 balls and no strikes. Braden Shipley falling behind in the count. Right-hander from the stretch deals, and it is swung on. Hit pretty well. Right center field. Back goes Heath. He has good speed. He'll get there in front of the track, make the catch, and back to first base is Dorow. Well, we've heard a lot about Nick Heath, and I was reading an article. I think Alec Lewis wrote it. It was about, and Alec writes for The Athletic, about Nick Heath's experience in the Dominican Republic, and so many coaches that I've talked to talk about the value of playing in that kind of intensity in winter ball. And having a chance to meet Nick Heath last year, great passion for the game, and he knows he is an athletic talent who's still growing at the game.
Yeah, we talk about how Salvi has infectious enthusiasm. Well, Nick Heath is from the Salvi school.
Yeah.
Even though they're much different looking players, they play different positions, but that passion is the same. Hopefully, Nick Heath can have the kind of career Salvi's had. That would be, he would take that. We all would.
Salvi would love to have Nick Heath's speed.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 on with 1 out. The Royals leading 2-0 early in this one. Game 1 of Cactus League play. Shipley, 27 years of age. The right-hander from the stretch brings it, and it clips the outside corner for a 1-1 count. And fastball at 93 miles an hour. Shipley has spent 128 days in the big leagues, and that was broken up in 3 different years, 16, 17, and 18. And the right-hander delivers over to first base again, and Dorow is back. Royals playing Trevino straight up on the infield. Double play depth. Arteaga pinched in at second. Reynolds, the shortstop, moves over to the left. Here's the pitch. Ground ball short. Could be two. They've got one. Arteaga's throw in plenty of time. That's a double play, and it ends the top of the fifth. Good job by Shipley. Good pitch there. Royals take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the fifth inning.
Hi, Royals fans. This is Dagan Moore. If a sports injury puts you on the bench, turn to the Sports Medicine and Performance Center at the University of Kansas Health System. Whether it's your back, knee, hip, or shoulder, or a concussion, you can see the same experts who care for the Royals. Request an appointment at sportsmedicine.kansashealthsystem.com. We're proud that the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Royals and the athlete in you.
Owner-operators, did your profits fall short in 2019? Are you tired of relying on public load boards and freight brokers to find loads? Improve your business in 2020 by leasing on with Schneider. Pick and choose the freight you want to haul on Schneider's exclusive load board for van, truckload, and tanker owner-operators. Save big using Schneider's purchase power for discounts on fuel, maintenance, and more. Learn more about leasing with a proven leader at SchneiderOwneroperators.com.
Baseball is back, and once again, the injury lawyers at Edelman and Thompson are partnering with the Royals to raise money for local charities. Injury lawyers who are #1 in results and #1 in giving back to the community. Edelman and Thompson.
When you shop Goodwill, you don't just bring home a vintage dress or cat lamp. You bring home so much good to your community because everything you buy funds local job training and more. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Steve Physiak, Steve Stewart, along with Eric Guthrie here at Surprise Stadium in Surprise, Arizona. The Royals with a 2-0 lead. We've got a couple of changes for the Texas Rangers. Ryan Doro will stay in the ball game, play third base for Todd Frazier, and the new pitcher is Jimmy Herget. He's a 26-year-old right-hander, and he enters the camp as a non-roster invitee for Texas. Boy, he is a slinger. I mean, a tall, lean right-hander, and just kind of slings the baseball. Looks like he'd be really difficult on right-handers. Wears number 64. Made his major league debut with Cincinnati last year and spent each of his first 5 professional years with the Reds farm system. Entered last year, rated as the 13th best prospect in the Cincinnati organization to MLB.com. And with a few rule changes this year, you'll need a guy who can not only get right-handers out, but get left-handers because of the new rule change where you have to face a minimum of 3 batters. Major League Baseball making those changes before the season. Here's the pitch and a swing and a foul off by McBroom, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Any starting or relief pitcher has to pitch to a minimum of 3 batters, including the batter, then at bat, or a substitute batter, until that batter are put out to reach base or until the offensive team is put out, meaning the end of the inning. Here's the pitch, and it's in there. Barely clipped the inside corner at 92 miles an hour. Now, and that would take place unless a pitcher sustains an injury or an illness in the umpire crew's chief judgment. Here's the pitch, fouled off by McBroom. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 3 batter minimum will become effective in 2020 spring training beginning in 2 weeks, March 12th. So it will be finally put into play. So in spring training, you just want to take a look at athletes. So if a guy, you want to see him for 1 batter, that's fine. But it will all change on March 12th. I like that. Speeding things up. Here's the 1-2 tight to McBroom. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, we haven't gotten to the pitch clock yet, but I'd be for that. They still got it in the minors, AA, AAA, where they've now had it for several years. But the major league players to this point have still balked at that.
And I also like to see the batters keep 1 foot in the box and get right back in there. Here's the pitch, a swing and a line drive to left field. That's a hit. And McBroom is on for the first time. That's the Royals' 2nd hit of the ball game. Soler went deep back in the first, and now It's Ryan McBroom to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Batter will be Matt Reynolds, struck out swinging, facing Taylor Hearn back in inning number 2. Reynolds digs in. Jason Guzman is now at first base for Kansas City. He's pinch running for McBroom. Guzman is one of the Royals' top shortstop prospects in the minor leagues, and he is on the 40-man roster. A few years back when the Royals went into the Dominican Republic, and they selected, well, they didn't select them, they paid for 2 of the top players in the Dominican Republic that year. Curveball swung on and missed. And the athletes were Sully Matias, who was injured much of last year and was not protected in the 40-man, but no other team took him, so the Royals were able to hold on to Sully Matias. And the other one was Guzman, shortstop. And he is a big, rangy athlete. Here's the pitch, and it is barely low and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One on, nobody out. Royals leading 2-0. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Surprise, Arizona. And the pitch by Herget is swung on and missed. Boy, that was a nasty slider. Bent down and away from the right-handed swinging Matt Reynolds. Now Cam Gallagher, who flied out to right field his first time up. Right-handed hitter. Taps home plate, readies himself. Guzman with the lead off first. Does not go. The pitch is swung on, hit in the air, center field. Easy play for the center fielder Eli White. He's there for the catch and out number 2.
Sure is a nice crowd here today on February the 21st for baseball in the desert. Not bad. Of course, a lot of Ranger fans. This is their home park too, but Royal stands down the left side are very full. The grass berms are very full as well with the sun worshipers out there. So just a great way to start baseball.
And they know the rain is coming. I went down to see my little brother Andy down in the stands, and just about everybody's conversation was the rain coming tomorrow.
It's a big deal around here. Yeah,
it is.
Tomorrow the Royals are supposed to play a road game against the Angels, which we will be, if there is a game, we'll bring it to you on what has been renamed the MLB app. It was known as the MLB At-Bat app before, but it'll be a web exclusive tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time, weather permitting, which we don't have to say down here very often. But tomorrow, one of the intriguing parts of tomorrow would be, among those scheduled to pitch tomorrow, would be Brady Singer making his big league Cactus League debut as part of a group that includes Scott Blewett and Kyle Zimmer and Glenn Sparkman and Kevin McCarthy, if we play ball tomorrow.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Arteaga fouls it back, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's what I like to do when I come to spring training is a lot of times I'll know the major leaguers. We spent the entire season with them, years with guys like Alex Gordon and Whit Merrifield. I want to go down and look at the minor league cap, guys like Coer and Singer. Herget's pitch. Arteaga swings and misses. The count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, the nice thing this year is the Singers and Coars of the world are going to be in these big league games for, you would think, for quite a while, depending on how it goes. Maybe eventually, because of you start to run out of innings when the Brad Kellers and the Danny Duffys start to build up their innings, and then you have to send some guys out to the minor leagues. But for the first couple weeks, we're going to see a lot of the young studs.
Arteaga swings and misses. Herget with a solid inning. Royals leave 1 stranded. They lead it, though, 2-0 going to the top of the 6th inning. Stu will have the call for you when we come back.
At Restless Spirits Distilling Company, we believe that America's pastime is the perfect teammate for a good cocktail. And no spirit makes a refreshing summer drink quite like Builder's Botanical Gin. This locally made spirit is as smooth as a deftly turned double play, and it makes an herbaceous foundation for a royally tasty cocktail. Now proudly served at the K. Builder's Botanical Gin from Restless Spirits Distilling Company, where character runs deep. Please drink responsibly and check us out at restlessspiritsdistilling.com.
What do you want most in your truck driving career? Does your current company offer it? Schneider offers the best combination of the 5 things every driver wants. Top-notch pay and benefits. Home time your way for every stage of life. Respect for you and your time, including 24/7 support. The widest variety of driving jobs for all experience levels. And stability. Schneider's 85 years strong. Get what you want out of your driving career at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Baseball is back, Kansas City, and the Royals are ready to knock it out of the park. Switch to Sprint and keep up with all of the preseason action with a new Samsung Galaxy S10 phone for $0 per month with a Sprint Flex lease. Sprint, official wireless service provider of the Kansas City Royals. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1 today. Galaxy S10 $0 a month after $31.25 a month credit applied within 2 bills with approved credit, 18-month lease, and new line of service. If cancel early, remaining balance due. Offer and coverage not available everywhere. Restrictions apply.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank. Ready to help. Equal housing lender.
What would a spring training game be without lots of changes as we move to the 6th inning? And Josh Stallman will be pitcher number 5 for the Royals on this opening day of Cactus League play, following Jorge Lopez, Stephen Woods Jr., Trevor Rosenthal, Braden Shipley, and now it is the right-hander who made his big league debut last season, Josh Stallman, uniform number 63, hard-throwing right-hander, 6'3", 205. He's 26, California native. Second-round pick by the Royals almost 5 years ago now. And Sherton Apostol will bat. Big, strong right-handed batter for Texas. And he takes a strike at 100 miles an hour on the stadium radar gun here in Surprise from Josh Stallman. Apostol struck out swinging his first time against Stephen Woods Jr. It's all about command. We know Stallman has the arm strength. It's about putting it where he wants to put it. Now the fastball catches the outside corner again at 100. And quickly he's ahead of Apostol. 0-2. Apostol out of Curacao. He's their DH today. Royals lead 2-0. We're in the 6th. The only scoring in this game was the first inning. Salvi walked. He's DHing today. And then Jorge Soler came up and hit a bomb over the wall in left field to make it 2-0 KC. That remains our score here in the 6th. And there's a pitch at 102 miles an hour that misses away from Josh Stallman. He's a fascinating guy. Joshua Tyler Stallman.
He's got a good curveball, too. And
he does.
After 3 straight at 100, that might not be a bad pitch to throw.
He's ahead 1-2. Works on the first base side of the rubber from the stretch, the pitch, and a breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Gallagher. And actually, he got the swing and miss, so there's a strikeout. So he went around, so Apostol does strike out. Thought he had checked his swing, but home plate umpire today is Mike Malinsky, and he rings him up. And there's a strikeout for Josh Stallman. So the 4 pitchers who preceded Stallman today have all pitched scoreless outings, including Jorge Lopez, who looked great in 2 innings of work to start this game. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs, no walks. Here's Adolis Garcia, who is the former Cardinal, who's a right fielder today, trying to catch on with his team as an outfielder this year. He grounded to third his first time. Garcia, right-handed hitter, took a ball up from Stallman. And the pitch. And a called strike at the knees. On deck, Andy Ibanez for the Texas Rangers. And their manager, Chris Woodward. He's in his second year as their skipper. And a lot of folks feel like he did a whale of a job his first season, getting them to 78 wins. There's a fastball at the knees at 101 miles an hour from Josh Stallman.
And now they move into that brand new ballpark that everybody's excited about. It's still not finished.
Yeah, the new Globe Life Park. The old one was called that too. Josh last year at Omaha, a 3.16 ERA. And then 3.72 in 16 relief appearances. 3.72 the ERA in KC. 1-2 in the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball at 98. Back-to-back strikeouts for Josh Stallman.
You know, Stu, he has such an easy, fluid delivery.
Amazing, yeah.
When it comes out of his hand, it just like explodes.
Yeah. You look at the radar gun, you're like, wow, his arm didn't even move that fast, and yet it just.
And a lot of guys who throw 100 are max effort guys, but Josh doesn't look like that. I mean, it looks like his body balance is very, very good. His problem in the past, he would have one game where he would be electric and right on, and then the next outing he would walk 3 and strike out 1.
Andy Ibanez checks his swing and takes a fastball for a strike in the inside corner. Ibanez was a AAA a year ago. He grounded a third his first time today. Stallman trying for 1-2-3 sixth inning, 2-0 KC. They about hit Texas 2-1. And Josh from the stretch deals and a swing and a miss. There's that curveball at 83 miles an hour. A hard overhand curveball with great bite to it. Again, if we get tired of saying it and he gets tired of thinking about it, consistency. You could do this regularly. He'd be an all-star and have an unbelievable career. We're hoping that he can get closer to that point. Nobody's perfect in this game. There's a curveball that's down low. And did he check? Yeah, he checked his swing that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is already Josh's 6th year in the organization, having been drafted.
But he'll be the first to tell you, when he was at Azusa Pacific in Southern California, he did not know how to pitch, and had a great coach there.
1-2 fastball up at 100 miles an hour. Big league debut last year, July the 25th, 2 scoreless innings against the Indians. And a pitch misses down and away at 99. And it is a full count now on their number 9 hitter, Andy Ibanez. Eli White waits to hit next as Josh tries to have a 1-2-3 inning. He'll acknowledge he's going to walk some people. He kind of has to, because you don't want to be afraid when you're out there. You want to be aggressive. Payoff pitch. Swing and a fastball is fouled back to the netting here at Surprise Stadium. This is the 18th year the Royals have trained in this beautiful facility, in this burgeoning community of Surprise that's exploded with growth in the years since the Royals and Rangers made this their home in 2003. So many Royals fans have been down over the years at various times. Some come every year. If you haven't ever made it down, we certainly encourage you to get down here, whether it's this year or maybe next year. 3-2 in the pitch. Swing and a miss and a beautiful slow curveball. And Josh Stallman strikes out the side in the 6th. We go to the home 6th, 2-0 Royals.
This ad for Helzberg Diamonds has been specifically written for people who would rather think about beer than engagement rings. Imagine a bar with every kind of beer you can think of. There's a bartender who can tell you about every one. That bar is actually Helzberg Diamonds. And those beers, our huge selection of high-quality diamonds and engagement rings at a great value. The bartender is a super knowledgeable associate who can help you find the perfect engagement ring. Come into Helzberg and you'll have something to toast. Visit one of our 7 Kansas City locations. Helzberg Diamonds, a Berkshire Hathaway company.
Better call Bob, Wizard or Clogs. If you're a homeowner, you may not be experiencing backups right now, but undetected issues in your sewer lines can lead to major breaks in pipes and your wallet. For $99, we'll send out a Bob Hamilton camera inspector to look inside those pesky pipes. And if it backs up again, we'll open it up for free. Wow, how's that for peace of mind?
Bob Hamilton Plumbing, heating and AC. Call 888-4BOB. Remember 913.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here, and I never exaggerate when it comes to fried chicken. But KFC Original Recipe Fried Chicken is the most delicious chicken in the history of the universe. And now you get 2 pieces of my 11 herbs and spices masterpiece as a 2-piece $5 fill-up with mashed potatoes and gravy, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink. Or if that's not your thing, you can get one of my other $5 fill-up meals. Get a $5 fill-up delivered or at a KFC. KFC, it's finger-licking good. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Tax extra. Delivery service and additional fees apply.
Here in Surprise, the Royals have a 2-0 lead. Taylor Guerreri is the new pitcher for Texas, 27-year-old right-hander. He'll be their 6th pitcher here in Game 1 of Cactus League play. And Nick Heath is going to get his first at-bat of Cactus League play. We hesitate a little bit to say spring, considering spring is still a month away. We know we call it spring down here. And we know it's supposed to warm up in Kansas City, I think, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It was in the 40s when we started our game here. It was 76 at game time here in Surprise, although very breezy day. It's going to cool down here over the weekend into the 60s. And Nick Heath takes a fastball a little bit outside, and that is ball 1. Nick Heath was added to the 40-man roster last fall. He does everything with energy. Left-handed batter, very fast. He takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Nick Heath, 6'1", 190. Originally from Atlanta. He's 26. Royals drafted him in the 16th round 4 years ago. Last year, 256 at Omaha after 255 at Double-A. There's a called strike. But it was the steals that got your attention. 50 steals at Double-A, 10 more at Omaha last year for this speedster. Nicholas James Heath lives in Milford, Kansas. 1-2 in the pitch, and a breaking ball misses a little bit low. He's playing center field for the second half of this game after Whit Merrifield started out there today. 2-0 Royals. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Heath, Bubba Starling is on deck. Bubba's playing left field. Now there's a grounder to the right side. Diving stop by the second baseman. He'll throw to first for the out. That second baseman is Yadiel Rivera, who's just come into the game. Nice diving stop to his left, and he knew he had to hurry with Heath running, but he got him. So they've made a bunch of changes. Rob Refsnyder is now in left field. Here's Bubba, gets a nice hand. Bubba made his big league debut last year and hoping to catch on in some capacity on this big league roster to start the year. And he'll swing and hit a fly ball down the left field line. Refsnyder, the left fielder, on the run into foul territory, but it's back into the seats down the left side. So Bubba Starling, a .215 average in 56 games last year. He homered 4 times, doubled 7 times. Now it's 0-2 on Bubba Starling. So they've got Yadiel Rivera at second base, Ryan Doro at third, as they made some changes in the last inning. Henry Ramos is now the right fielder for Texas. There'll be a quiz on this at the end of the inning, which we won't even be able to pass, but I do have it written down in front of me. So Refsnyder in left, Eli White in center, Henry Ramos in right, Ryan Doro at third, Kiner Falefa at short, Yadiel Rivera second, Guzman at first. They have a new catcher, Nick Cluffo.
Yes.
Cluffo. 1-2 on Bubba, and a breaking ball called, strike 3. So Bubba will take a seat. The Royals are going to send Ryan O'Hearn up to pinch hit now for Salvador Perez in that DH slot. Ryan O'Hearn is certainly hoping for a bounce back. And a guy that has had some great moments in his young career. And he'll take a big rip at a fastball and come up empty for strike 1. So Salvi today walked, scored a run on the Soler 2-run homer in the first inning, and he also flied to center field today. O'Hearn, 26 years old now, 6'3", 220, takes the pitch upstairs. Royals drafted him back in 2014 in the 8th round. Last year, 35 games at AAA, 105 games with the Royals. Hit just a .195 with the big league Royals last year. He homered 14 times, and he'll swing and hit it the other way, deep left field, and that ball's way out of here. Onto the grass berm, beyond the Royals bullpen in left field. An opposite field bomb by Ryan O'Hearn, and the Royals lead is 3-0. That's a way to start off your Cactus League schedule. So O'Hearn goes Oppo here in his spring debut. 3-0 Royals. All 3 Royals runs have come via the long ball. Both home runs have gone to left field. Soler pulled his. O'Hearn got it up into the air, and the wind is whipping toward left field. And it's 3-0 Royals. That's only the Royals' 3rd hit. Here's Manuel Rivera looking at a strike. Rivera's the 3rd baseman in this game now, batting for the first time.
The Royals really want to see that kind of approach by Ryan O'Hearn, because 2 years ago in spring camp, he really showed very good opposite field power.
Jam job and a foul ball off to the left off the netting in front of the Royals' 3rd base dugout.
But last year, most of his home runs, most of his power was to right field. And he was telling me before the ball game during batting practice that he did take a concerted effort in the offseason when he'd pick up a bat to take a lot of his shots to the opposite field. Trying to get that shift straightened up.
Manuel Rivera swinging a miss at a breaking ball, and he's down on strikes on a curveball. And Rivera, the 23-year-old out of Puerto Rico, strikes out. That ends the inning, but the home run by O'Hearn extends the Royals' lead. We go to the 7th here in Surprise on opening day for Cactus League play. The Royals lead Texas 3-0.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Who is as true blue as the Royals? Meet Bené Shannon, head distiller at Restless Spirits Distilling Company. She's the creator of Builder's Botanical Gin, an award-winning spirit made right here in Kansas City. Builder's Gin is ready to be the MVP of your next party. Find it at local stores, restaurants, and now at the K. Builder's Botanical Gin from Restless Spirits Distilling Company, where character runs deep. Please drink responsibly and check us out at restlesspiritsdistilling.com.
Baseball is back, Kansas City, and the Royals are ready to knock it out of the park. Switch to Sprint and keep up with all of the preseason action with a new Samsung Galaxy S10 phone for $0 per month with a Sprint Flex lease. Sprint, official wireless service provider of the Kansas City Royals. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1 today.
Galaxy S10 $0 a month after $31.25 a month credit applied within 2 bills with approved credit, 18-month lease, and new line of service. If canceled early, remaining balance due. Offer and coverage not available everywhere. Restrictions apply.
So another inning and another Royals pitcher. This is Eric Skoglund, the big, tall lefty out of Sarasota, Florida. And he faces Eli White, who was slated most likely to come in mid-game. But their starting center fielder today, Danny Santana, left after an inning with a calf injury. So Eli White's looks like going to play 8 innings perhaps today. Ball 1 from Skoglund. Now a foul out of play off to the left. Skoglund is 6'7", 215. The Royals drafted him in the 3rd round in 2014. Then he made his big league debut back in late May of 2017, a memorable debut in which he beat Miguel Cabrera and the Tigers that evening, and Justin Verlander. There's a bouncer back to the mound, a leap by the 6'7" Skoglund to take a hit away from White, and he throws to first for the out. He needed 6'7" and some leaping ability, and he was able to take care of Eli White for out number 1 on that bouncer back through the middle. So Skoglund, he's battled injuries, he's battled consistency issues. Last year at the big league level, he only got into 6 games 4 as a starter. And of course, he served a suspension the first half of the year last year for a PED incident, so he was really behind the 8 ball all year. And it's a guy, Fizz, that because of the unusual arm angle with that height, and that ball comes from such a high spot to those batters, you're hoping he's never going to throw hard by Major League standards. Here's Kiner Falefa. He took a ball high. Now he takes a breaking ball down and in. You hope he can use his high release point and his height and his experience now as an advantage to be able to make an impact on this club. Now the 2-0. Swing, grounder to short. Coming in, Guzman. He'll fire to first for the out. 2 down.
You're right, because Eric only struck out 4 batters in his 21 innings, and that is not a good ratio, so he needs more swing and miss stuff. He told me that he added 20 more pounds in the offseason. He does look thicker, stronger, but the 80-game suspension really set him back, because when he came up, it just seemed like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders trying to prove himself again to the big leagues.
Here's Ronald Guzman. Takes a breaking ball down and away for a ball. Guzman, their first baseman today, has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. So Skoglund deals in the 1-0, and it's a called strike.
Even though that was a called strike with his curveball, did you notice how he slowed up his arm on his curve? Different than his fastball. Cal Eldredge trying to get him to throw at same arm speed, fastball and curve.
Yeah, because that's a dead giveaway, obviously, to the hitters. As Guzman takes a pitch, and it's 1-2 now. Royals will be in Texas June 15, 16, 17 in Arlington to take on the Rangers in their new ballpark. 1-2, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt. They're going to have a concert to open up their new stadium March the 14th. And the Cardinals are going to go in there, play an exhibition on March 23rd. And then first regular season game at the new Globe Life Park, a retractable roof like Houston has.
I think Eric Nadel is going to sing in that concert.
March 31st. Yeah, I don't think so. He's, of course, the longtime Hall of Fame voice of the Rangers. Actually, Chris Stapleton with special guest Willie Nelson and family, Jamie Johnson and Yola, Saturday, March 14th. So cavalcade of stars to open that place up. But it'll be nice to be in Texas and not have to feel the 100-degree heat when you're at a baseball game. So that'll be the new normal in Arlington. Slicer down the left side. Bubba on the run. He can't get to it. It bounces up against the fence, and it'll be a double right down by the 350 sign. Guzman goes the other way, slices it away from Bubba. He has to run it down, play it off the fence, and Guzman has a 2-out double. So they at the new ballpark, as Ryan Doro will get the bat now. He walked, or actually pinch ran earlier in the 5th inning. It's his first at bat. Now the Rangers are going to pinch run. Curtis Terry is going to pinch run. He must be out of minor league camp, and he is, Curtis Terry. So he will run for Guzman at second base with 2 down, and the Royals lead this game 3-0. They had to, you got to test out everything when you have a brand new ballpark. And the other day in Arlington earlier this week, there's a pickoff play to second. Pretty good move by Skoglund. Second baseman sneaking in there was Gabriel Cancel, but runner back in time. They had help from more than 300 students from the local schools there in Arlington, and they all went into all the restrooms to test out the plumbing system of Globe Life Park, and they had them all flush at the same time, and they said it was a good test.
That is so funny.
Pretty
Who came up with the idea? Hey, let's flush all at the same time. Everybody get your watches correct. We are going on 01/06/13. Yeah. Okay, flush.
Better on February 18th than April 18th when the place is full. So you got to test everything. But and there's still, like you said, they're still working on everything. But looks like it's going to be a nice place. And the good news is no rain delays and no humidity. There's a bouncer toward the gap in left center. Over to plate is Heath. Coming around third is the runner Terry. He'll come in and score the first Texas run on a RBI single by Ryan Doro, and it's a 3-1 Royals lead. So this will be Rob Refsnyder, the longtime kind of journeyman. He spent some time with the Yankees, and we've seen him before. Right-handed batter. Playing left field now in the second half of this game for Chris Woodward's Texas Rangers. Royals playing the Angels tomorrow, weather permitting, and they'll be back here in Surprise on Sunday. Sunday we're on the radio here against the Indians. Foster Griffin, Jackson Coar, Greg Holland among those scheduled to pitch here for the game Sunday at 2 o'clock Kansas City time, right here on the radio. against division rival Cleveland. And there's a called strike on Rob Refsnyder.
A lot of separation on his fastball and his curve. His fastball has been 90-91, and that last curve at 74 miles an hour. And he has a harder breaking ball, too, at around 80.
Now pickoff throw to first, and Doro back safely.
He also throws a changeup, but we haven't seen it yet coming out of the bullpen. Probably wouldn't. He's just going one inning. But this is kind of a make it or break it time for Skoglund.
Now to 0-1. Swinging a foul ball out of play off the right. Yeah, it's like you say, it's kind of do or die because we know a lot of pitching is on its way to the big leagues from the Royals farm system. We don't know when. There's no exact timetable. Some of it will be this year. And so the question is, are you filling time for one of those guys to come up here, or can you seize a spot so when those guys get here, you're still on the club? And Jeff, or rather Eric Skoglund, is one of the guys who's in that position where he's trying to establish himself at this level. Last year, of course, put him a little behind because he had to miss half the year with that suspension. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and in. Cam Gallagher has caught the whole way, and he slides to his left to block that ball and keep the runner at first base. 3-1 Royals now here in the top of inning number 7. Royals are the home team as they share this beautiful ballpark in Surprise with the Rangers, year 18. Wind still whipping to left field. 1-2 inside. 2-2 off speed. Skoglund following Jorge Lopez, Stephen Woods Jr., Trevor Rosenthal, Braden Shipley, Josh Stallman. All 5 of those gentlemen put up zeros in the run column. Skoglund has allowed the first run for Royals pitching today in the 2-2. And that one is just inside, maybe a little low. That was close. And it's a full count. This will give Doro a head start at first base. And Refsnyder with one swing could certainly tie it with the way the wind is whipping toward left. Skoglund from the belt, checks the runner a couple of times, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a fly ball well hit. Deep left. Bubba back. Bubba looks up, and we are tied. It just got over the fence, just to the left of the 379 mark. Maybe if the wind isn't whipping out that strongly, maybe it's up against the wall, but with that wind, it ties the game 3-3. On a 3-2 pitch. And we got a 3-3 game. Now Gallagher out for a word with Skoglund. And fans hit it way out of the park this season with a Solaire Flex Pack. Starting at just $120, you'll get 12 vouchers to use any way you want throughout the 2020 season. Bring yourself and 11 other fans out to one game or take a friend to 6 premier matchups. How you harness the Solaire power is up to you. It's the Solaire Flex Pack. Learn more at Royals.com/Solaire Power. Royals.com/Solaire Power. So here's Nick Ciuffo, Ciuffo. He's their catcher. He'll take a beautiful breaking ball for a strike from Eric Skoglund. There's a pitch a little bit low. So 2-1 the count. Nobody on 2 down. Skoglund deals, and a curveball's a called strike at 75 miles an hour. The overhand curve from the 6'7 lefty, Eric Skoglund, in a 3-3 game. Texas has now out-hit the Royals 4-3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Skoglund deals. And did he go around on the pitch down? They appeal to the third base umpire. Corey Glazer says no swing. Blake Swihart is waiting to hit next. Now the wind of the 3-2 from Skoglund. And he misses low for ball 4. And Kufo is the batter. Is a base runner, I should say. So Skoglund walks his first. And now here comes Mike Matheny for a rare mid-inning pitching change this early in spring training. And so he'll take the ball from Skoglund. And we'll have a new pitcher. And we'll tell you who he is when we come back.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really...
helpful?
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar presents an original that's now maybe even better. Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Mary had a bottle of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar with the same refreshing taste as the original, but with zero sugar. Same refreshing taste as the original, but with zero sugar. Same refreshing taste as the original, but with zero sugar. Mary had a bottle of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Let's taste what's as good as the original, maybe even better.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. As good as the original, maybe even better.
So the new pitcher will be a guy we saw pitch in the big leagues each of the last couple of years, right-hander Jake Newberry, San Diego native. He's 25, 6'2", 205. And last year did some good things here. 3.77 ERA and 27 relief appearances for the big league club last year. 22 at AAA, 27 in the big leagues in terms of games pitched last year after coming up for the first time in 18. And he'll have a chance certainly to pitch in Kansas City this year, whether it's on opening day on the roster then or later, we'll see. But he's shown he can pitch at this level, and opponents hit .248 against him in the big leagues last year. He's going to face Blake Swihart. He's going to bat for Apostle. So Swihart, the former Red Sox and Diamondbacks player, take a pitch a little bit low. He's a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Against Jake Newberry with a runner at first, 2 down. Mike Matheny trying to keep this a 3-3 game, changes pitchers. As Skoglund threw a lot of pitches in this inning. Now the right-hander Newberry deals, and a fastball is a called strike at 92. .33 exhibition games for the Royals before they break camp, or actually 31 down here, and then 2 in Milwaukee just before the season starts in Chicago, March 26th. 1-1, swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Mike Matheny managing his first game as Royals manager today. He's the 17th full-time manager in Royals history, named to that position on Halloween of 19, October 31st. Matheny managed the Cardinals from 2012 into much of the 2018 season. There's a breaking ball down in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Matheny, in those years with St. Louis, a .555 winning percentage. Well over 100 games above 500 in that 5+ year period. Two balls, 2 strikes on Blake Swihart. Wears uniform number 0. Throw to first, and runner at first dives back in. Kufo. Wind still whipping toward left field. It's a 3-3 game here in the top of the 7th. Things have slowed down here in the 7th as the Rangers have been getting on base. 2-2, and a fastball misses away, and it's a full count. That one came in at 94 from Jake Newberry. Uniform number 68. Christopher Jake Newberry. Now living in Scottsdale, here in the Phoenix area, but a San Diego native. Payoff pitch on the way to Swihart with a runner going. Little check swing, roller to short. Guzman has it. His only play will be to first. Close, safe. Swihart legged it out. And first base umpire Todd Titchener said safe.
Yeah, Yason really made a mistake there. He needed to charge that baseball. He played back on it, allowing it to take that extra hop rather than charging it, take it before it took that hop. And I don't think he realized how quick Blake was going to go down the line. That's one of the things shortstop has to know is a base runner speed.
Yep.
Obviously, Guzman down to Double-A last year, or Single-A last year, didn't know Blake Swihart. But when you come to the bigs and you see a left-handed batter and you're getting out of the box pretty quickly, you got to get that short hop.
Here is Ramos, who's their right fielder, batting for the first time. Left-handed batter, first and second, 2 down. Newberry deals in a swing and a foul off, and it's 0-1. Now before the game today, the Royals and Rangers and this big crowd observed a moment of silence in memory of the late, great David Glass, passed away in January. And condolences to the Glass family that did so much for the Royals and for Kansas City. Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a bouncer back to Newberry. He's got it. He jogs toward first. Underhand toss to Gutierrez, the first baseman. That will take care of the Rangers, who tie this game with 3 in this 7th inning. Time to stretch for the first time in 2020 with our score: Royals 3, Rangers 3.
Just as Ned Yost and his coaching staff put their best players in the right positions for success, so does the Brush Group with our multifaceted marketing team of Sun Graphics, Don Levy Litho, and Brush Art Corporation. Sun Graphics is the proud printing partner of the Kansas City Royals and is known for marketing support that is nothing short of royal. Make sure you are hitting a home run with all your marketing efforts by contacting Sun Graphics today, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Royals.
Is something missing in your life? Do you seek purpose? Are you hungry? Reach for a classic. The Sonic Car Hop Classic. With a juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger and crispy tots for $2.99, you'll feel reinvigorated.
Hold up, it's only $2.99?
Hey, what happened to the Echo?
Oh, now you miss me.
Try the Sonic Car Hop Classic today for $2.99. Now with a crispy tender sandwich. Tax not included. See menu for details. For limited time only. Participating Sonic drive-ins.
Sonic.
Owner-operators, did your profits fall short in 2019? Are you tired of relying on public load boards and freight brokers to find loads? Improve your business in 2020 by leasing on with Schneider. Pick and choose the freight you want to haul on Schneider's exclusive load board for van, truckload, and tanker owner-operators. Save big using Schneider's purchase power for discounts on fuel, maintenance, and more. Learn more about leasing with a proven leader at SchneiderOwnerOperators.com.
Royals fans, get the Solaire Flex Pack and receive 12 ticket vouchers to use any way you want for any regular season games you want, excluding opening day. The Solaire Flex Pack lets you be, well, more flexible with which Royals games you attend. Use them all at once or spread them out across the season however you wish. The Solaire Flex Pack starts at only $120. Start flexing and plan your 2020 season with this exclusive offer by grabbing the MLB Ballpark app on Android and iOS or visiting Royals.com/SolaireFlex.
More changes. We'll tell you about them after we pause for station identification on the Royals Radio Network.
The Chiefs Kingdom Show with Mitch Holtis can be heard this fall on 610 Sports Radio, KCSP Kansas City, WDAF HD2 Kansas City, a radio.com sports station.
So Brett Phillips will bat for the first time. He's the right fielder now, and he'll swing and ground it to the second baseman, and he'll throw to first for the out. That's Yadiel Rivera throwing out Brett Phillips, and that's out number 1. The new pitcher for Texas is lefty Kyle Byrd, 6'3", 220 out of Orange Park, Florida. Got him in a big trade around Christmas of 2018. Last year he pitched mostly with their AAA club in Nashville. He did get into 12 games all in relief with the Rangers. His AAA ERA was 2.86. His big league ERA was almost 8. Kyle Byrd, B-I-R-D, and here's Yason Guzman, who's the shortstop now, and he'll take a strike. Bottom of the 7th inning, a 3-3 game. The Cactus League opener. Yason Guzman out of Santo Domingo and the Dominican Republic. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed by this left-handed hitter. Guzman last year at Lexington with the Royals club in the South Atlantic League, 253 in 124 games. Very athletic. There's a swing and a miss and a good breaking ball down and away. And Byrd has retired the first 2 Royals he's faced. A ground out and a strikeout. That'll bring up Matt Reynolds. A reminder, tomorrow, weather permitting down here because rain is expected, but we hope to bring you the Royals and the Angels tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time. Tomorrow would be an internet-only broadcast on the MLB app or MLB.com. And tomorrow's pitchers would be, as it'll be Gutierrez now batting and taking a strike, would be Scott Blewett, Brady Singer, Kyle Zimmer, Glenn Sparkman, Kevin McCarthy. Those would be the pitchers for the Royals tomorrow. Then Sunday, 2 o'clock, back on the radio, Foster Griffin, Jackson Coe are among the pitchers Sunday against the Indians here in Surprise Sunday at 2 o'clock. 1-1 now on Kelvin Gutierrez, playing first base now. Got some big league time last year for the first time, get into 20 games, and he's going to line one toward the gap in left center. And their new center fielder going after is going to go all the way to the fence. Gutierrez runs well, and he pulls up at second with a 2-out double. Leody Taveras is their new center fielder, and he had to chase that one all the way to the fence to the left of straightaway center. And the Royals have the potential go-ahead run now in scoring position with 2 down. And that brings up Cam Gallagher. He's been the Iron Man today. He has caught the entire way. Cam, right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 2. He has twice flied to center today. Get one up into that wind, Cam. Come on. Still whipping toward left field. Runner at second, 2 down. The pitch from the lefty is a strike on the outside corner at the knees. As Fizz mentioned, Gallagher, a Pennsylvania native, but trained in Texas this winter, and he's been a real steady hand behind the plate when given opportunities. First came up in 17, came up again in 18. Last year, 45 games with the Royals. And there's a ball that's fouled back, a pitch that was in on the fists. Career big league average at the moment is at 230. And again, a steady presence behind the plate. Of course, the Royals have quite a bit of catching depth through their farm system. They have Mabrys Valoria, whom we've seen in the big leagues at a young age. MJ Melendez is here in big league camp, former second-round pick. And obviously Salvi will catch, but they want to ease him in and not rush him for obvious reasons. Pitch down low, and it's 1-2 on Cam Gallagher. Cancel, the second baseman, is on deck if Gallagher can keep this 7th inning going. 3-5-0 for Texas, 3-4-0 for the Royals. Big crowd. Comfortable day. The breeze is pretty strong, but it was 76 at game time, as the temperatures are going to drop a little bit here over the weekend, then come back up by Monday, it looks like. 77 right now, just with a strong breeze here. Pitch, breaking ball, just missed a little down and in. Royals got 2 in the first on a 2-run blast over the wall and left by Jorge Soler. Then in the 6th inning, the Royals got another home run. This one a solo shot opposite field, left field again, by left-handed hitting Ryan O'Hearn, who was pinch hitting as the DH in that inning. And there's a pitch down low. And then Texas put up 3 in the top of this 7th inning to tie it at 3 as they sent 8 men to the plate. The big blast for them was a 2-run homer by Rob Refsnyder on a 3-2 pitch. Right now the Royals have a runner at second. Gutierrez with 2 down and a full count on Gallagher. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, and the pitch to Cam. Swing and a grounder to short. This is Tejeda dropping it, picking it up, throwing wide to first, and everybody's safe as Gutierrez goes to third base. So Gallagher is on an error on the shortstop, Tejeda. Kyle Isbell will pinch run for Cam Gallagher. Kyle Isbell has shined in his opportunities in the minor leagues for the Royals, and he'll run it first. Here's Gabriel Cancel, a good offensive infielder, right-handed hitter. First and third, 2 down, 3-3 game, 7th inning. Pitches outside from the lefty, Kyle Byrd. Byrd originally a 35th round pick by Tampa Bay. 1-0 in the throw to first, and Isbell is back safely, standing up. Gabriel Cancel out of Puerto Rico. Last year hit .246 at Double-A for the Royals. And the pitch swings on a pitch in and fouls it off to the left. He's 6 feet 185, right-handed hitter. 23 years old. Name looks like the word cancel in English, but it's pronounced Cancel. First and third, 2 down. A lefty, Byrd, from the high set, looks right at Isbell at first base, and the pitch is a breaking ball that's a called strike to number 77, Cancel. Cancel with the royal blue socks pulled up to his knees. In minor league camp, that's a requirement. All the players have to have their socks pulled up to the knees. Big league camp, you can wear the long pants if you'd like. And there's a breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Cancel caught looking. Second strikeout for Byrd. He strands a pair. We go to the 8th. Fizz will have it. The Royals 3 and the Rangers 3.
Baseball fans, don't strike out with ATM fees. Equity Bank debit cards have 0 ATM fees worldwide. Get the hassle-free cash you need for those peanuts and Cracker Jacks so you can get back to cheering on your boys in blue. You won't want to miss that grand slam everyone will be talking about tomorrow. Speaking of great plays, capture your favorite moments with a custom Equity Bank debit card and take that memory with you everywhere you go. We make it easy. You make it yours and ATM fees disappear with the Equity Bank debit card. Go to equitybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Baseball is back, Kansas City, and the Royals are ready to knock it out of the park. Switch to Sprint and keep up with all of the preseason action with a new Samsung Galaxy S10 phone for $0 per month with a Sprint Flex lease. Sprint, official wireless service provider of the Kansas City Royals. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1 today.
Galaxy S10 $0 a month after 31.25 a month credit to buy within 2 bills with approved credit, 18-month lease, and new line of service. If canceled early, remaining balance due. Offer and coverage not available everywhere. Restrictions apply.
At Fit Vine Wine, we invite you to live your fit. Whether it be biking, hiking, or taking a few laps up the stairs at Kauffman Stadium. That's why we make only the most delicious wines with less than 1 gram of sugar a bottle, fewer sulfites, and no flavor additives. So you can make the most of today without sacrificing tomorrow. Fit Vine. We crush grapes, you crush life, and the Royals can crush their next opponent.
For 25 years, Edelman and Thompson have been Kansas City's go-to personal injury lawyers. #1 in jury verdicts, #1 in work comp awards. If you've been injured, call on a winning team you can trust. Call Edelman and Thompson.
When you shop Goodwill, you don't just bring home a vintage dress or cat lamp. You bring home so much good to your community because everything you buy funds local job training and more. Goodwill, bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Steve Fiziak, Steve Stewart back with you in Surprise, Arizona. Ball game is tied at 3, the Royals and Rangers. KC had a 3-0 lead until the 7th inning. Eric Skoglund, coming out of the bullpen, gave up all 3 runs. And now Jake Newberry had to bail him out in the top of the 7th inning. Will start the 8th inning. He'll face Yadiel Rivera and gets a foul off for strike 1. Royals got their runs on home runs by Soler and Hearn. Big blow by Texas came on Rob Ruffsnyder's game-tying home run in the 7th. A swing and a miss on a good Jake Newberry slider that was down and away from the swinging Rivera. Royals in the bottom half of the 8th inning will have the top of the order coming up. That means Heath, Bubba Starling, and Hearn. Pitch by Newberry, a swing and a miss, and another good breaking ball. He struck him out. Royals had some really good pitching early in this game. Jorge Lopez was terrific for 2 shutout innings. Braden Shipley, 1 shutout inning. Trevor Rosenthal, 1 shutout, hit 100 miles an hour, struck out a pair. Josh Stallman can't pitch much better. He faced 3 batters, struck them all out. And one of his fastballs touched 102 miles an hour. So a 3-3 ball game here in the 8th. Right now, right-hander Newberry facing Leody Taveras. And there is strike. One thing I've always liked about Jake Newberry, fearless. He's a guy who doesn't have the best fastball. It's good, 93, 94 miles an hour. Doesn't have the best breaking ball, but he'll really come after you. He's very aggressive. And when he... Well, last year, I remember he'd get strike 1, strike 2, then finish guys off. Bends at the waist, gets the sign from his catcher, and a new one it is, and Nick Deeney. The 1-1 is a breaking ball off the plate, 2-1. Leody Taveras came on defensively in that last half inning. Left-handed batter stands deep in the box. Newberry brings it, a swing and a high fly ball to center field, playable for Heath. Shades his eyes, moves towards left center, and makes the catch. So very quickly, 2 outs here in the 8th inning. And remember, Royals fans, affordable opening day tickets are still available for purchase, including upper and lower level locations. For more information, go to Royals.com/tickets or call 1-800-6-ROYALS and see you at the K on Thursday, April 2nd, as our boys in blue take on the Mariners to kick off the year. And I'm excited about this year, even though the team has lost 205 games in 2018 and 2019. Dayton Moore has them on the right path. They're building again. The minor league system certainly is much better on the pitching side, and they're trying to grow offensively as well to get those guys to join them in the big leagues, much like they did that 2014-2015 group of guys who came up in the minors. Eric Hosmer, Mike Moustakas, Lorenzo Cain, Danny Duffy, Rodano Ventura, Salvador Perez, all coming up, winning at A-ball, winning at Double-A. And then eventually, after cutting their teeth in the bigs, they won at 14 and 15. There's a sharp single to left field by Anderson Tejeda. He is on with 2 out. And I think it's because we've seen it done before, Stu, where you get that optimism, that good feeling in your heart, that good belief, because the Royals grouping a talented group of pitchers and position players at low A 2 years ago. They won the championship. They moved them to high A and won a championship. And some of those guys even graduated to Double A, like Singer and Coer were able to advance to Double A and compete there. But you learn how to win. And I think that's what Hosmer and Moustakas, that group, did. They learned how to win at the lower levels. When they got to the bigs, they knew how to win, but they had to learn to lose first.
They did, and perhaps this time, obviously it's not going to be exactly the same, but we hope there's even more pitching talent in the pipeline than there was back at that point.
Close play at first base on a pickoff by Jake Newberry, and the Royals faithful thought they got him, but first base umpire Todd Tichenor says nope, got back in time, just barely.
Time will tell, as they say.
Yeah. Newberry peeks over at the runner. Jake with the pitch, and it's low and in the dirt, blocked nicely by Nick Deeney. Jake does have a good move, and he's tough to steal on because he's also very quick home with that slide step, but you have to be as a relief pitcher because so many times you're coming out of that pen with guys on base.
You know, Jake has a chance to have a pretty nice major league career and hang around a while.
Well, like we said, 39 pitchers in camp, only 13 spots.
Yeah, it's tight.
And this is just today. But Rosenthal looked really good.
He sure did.
And so did Josh Stallman. Now, it's only one day, but when you have a pitcher who has the ability to hit 100 miles an hour, if he can do that with any kind of consistency, he'll be in the bigs. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on, chopped up the middle. Backhanded by Cancel. Across his body, he throws, and they got him. Nice play by Gabriel Cancel, and a good pick by Gutierrez at first base. So Texas does not score in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of number 8. Royals 3 and the Rangers 3.
And out of the bullpen, here comes Keller to put out the fire.
Yeah, Bob, Keller's the right call to get us out of this jam.
Well, you know, Bob, Keller Fire and Safety's been servicing and supplying fire safety equipment in the KC Metro for nearly 70 years. And now they're making that experience count in Kansas, Missouri, and throughout the Midwest, too.
Well, Bob, they're trusted, and that goes a long way. Heck, the 4 largest fire departments in the area count on Keller.
When Keller's in there, it's a piece of cake, Bob.
I love a piece of cake, Bob.
Keller Fire and Safety. KellerFire.com. What do you want most in your truck driving career? Does your current company offer it? Schneider offers the best combination of the 5 things every driver wants. Top-notch pay and benefits. Home time your way for every stage of life. Respect for you and your time, including 24/7 support. The widest variety of driving jobs for all experience levels. And stability. Schneider's 85 years strong. Get what you want out of your driving career at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
At Fit Vine Wine, we invite you to live your fit. Whether it be biking, hiking, or taking a few laps up the stairs at Kauffman Stadium. That's why we make only the most delicious wines with less than 1 gram of sugar a bottle, fewer sulfites, and no flavor additives. So you can make the most of today without sacrificing tomorrow. Fit Vine. We crush grapes, you crush life, and the Royals can crush their next opponent.
Steve Physiak, Steve Stewart, back with you at Surprise Stadium. 3-3 ball game, the Rangers and the Royals. And Major League Baseball is always live with the MLB app. Follow the Royals with game tracking and video highlights, along with up-to-the-moment stats, standings, news, and more. Get the #1 app for live baseball. Download MLB today. 6,684 on a kind of cloudy day. A lot of thin clouds overhead. Not too much blue skies. You can see a little bit of it in the distance. And they say bad weather's coming. They say monsoon-like conditions tomorrow. Well, Arturo Reyes is the new pitcher for Texas, and his first offering runs outside to Nick Heath for ball 1. Love to see Heath get on any way possible. I want to see this guy run. He stole 60 bags last year. Pitch is swung and hit down the left field line. That's trouble for Texas, and it's a fair ball. It rolls into foul territory, and Heath around second, and he is putting the brakes on there. He'll hold with a double. Man, he went flying around, and he's angry with himself, Stu. He just took his fist and shook into the heavens like, I could have had 3.
It's so hard to slow down because he runs so fast.
Yeah.
And he was almost a third of the way to third base, and he just slammed on the. You could almost hear like the wheels squealing when he put on the brakes. And somehow he was able to stop himself, and he went back, and he's thinking, darn it, I might have had 3.
But you don't want to be the first out of the inning.
No.
In this case, I'm interested to see how he'll at least get a lead. He stole 50 bases at AA, 10 more at AAA Omaha. Shortstop will cheat behind him. He's coming to the plate now is Khalil Lee, and he takes a shot to the opposite field and fouls it off. Khalil Lee is one of our top outfield prospects. Played at AA Northwest Arkansas last year, and I have loved his talent for years, and he has always been, when he was in A-ball, he was one of the youngest players in A-ball. When he was at AA, he was one of the youngest players in AA. Next offering is in there for strike 2, and Lee is down in the count 0-2. Khalil wants to at least advance Heath from second to third.
Another thing Lee has at a young age is pretty good plate discipline.
He does, but he's got to be aggressive here and protect that plate. Heath good lead at second base. Does not go. The pitch is running inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Nick Heath with a leadoff double. There's a chance to break this 3-3 tie. Shortstop is cheating behind. Anderson Tejeda. The pitch. Lee takes a fastball high and outside at 94 miles an hour. That will even the count at 2-2. And if Lee gets on, Mike Matheny loves to run. They might pull off a double steal because the two guys on base would each have stolen more than 50 bases last year. We shall see. First things first. The first thing is Arturo Reyes, a right-handed pitcher, having to face Khalil Lee, a left-handed batter. The count is 2-2. Heath away from the bag at second. Reyes steps off, wants the signs again. And now out goes the catcher to visit with Arturo Reyes. They think the Royals might have something on. The wind has been blowing in from right field throughout the day, crossing over from the right field foul pole at a good 20-25 miles an hour. Here's the pitch, low and inside. So Lee, with the good plate discipline you talked about, Stu, he's gone from 0-2 to run the count to full, 3-2. Ryan O'Hearn waiting his turn on deck. Lee open stance. Reyes checks the runner. Heath does not go. The pitch is fouled off. And Khalil took a shot at left field at 93 miles an hour up and away from him. 3-3 ball game. Royals had a 3-0 lead until the 7th, when the Rangers scored 3 times to tie it. Royals threatening to reclaim the lead with a runner at second base and the speedy Nick Heath, and Lee with the count full. Reyes checks twice. Here's the pitch, a swing and a foul off, and Lee barely got a piece of that baseball, fouled it off the catcher, and then it rolled back to the screen. Again, weather permitting, the Royals will be in Tempe tomorrow against the Angels. Heath extends that lead even more from second base. Reyes pitch home. Lee swings, pulls it to the right side, and through. Heath comes around third. He will score, and the Royals will take a 4-3 lead. The throw to second will catch Khalil Lee, but he does his damage. All he was trying to do was pull the ball on the ground to the right side, which he did, but the first baseman, Barry, couldn't handle it. It scooted under his glove, went into right field, and you knew that Heath, with his speed, would score easily, and he did. So it's 4-3 Kansas City here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now Ryan O'Hearn, the batter, who blasted a home run to left his last time up. And that was his first time up in Cactus League play. And it was an impressive shot to hit it to the opposite field. He hit 23 home runs in pro ball last year, 9 at the big league level. They're giving Lee a base hit and an RBI. He is thrown out at second base, trying to extend it. But that was a good at bat by Lee. Down in the count 0-2, worked it back to full, got a pitch to his liking, and did what he wanted to do, pull it on the ground to the right side.
Yeah, about a 7 or 8 pitch at bat.
Yeah. That's interesting. Most young hitters, you talk to the coaches and they say, we want him to be a little more patient, to swing at his pitch. And with Lee, they're saying, we want him to be more aggressive because he is so patient at the plate. And for a Kansas City Royal, you're going, we'll welcome one of those guys.
No doubt.
Count to Ryan O'Hearn is 3-1. Right-hander to the left-hander. And that is inside ball 4, so a walk to O'Hearn, and the Royals will have 1 on with 1 out here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, Lee played all last year at AA at Northwest Arkansas. He walked 65 times, which led the league in walks, and a 363 on base last year.
And what, it was 53 stolen bases?
Correct. And that also led the league. So.
And the only reason it led the league was because they promoted
Yeah, because Heath left. Yeah, because he
stole 50.
50 and then went to Omaha and got 10 more.
Yeah. Well, here we go with Manuel Rivera up for the second time, struck out swinging to end the 6th inning, right-handed batter. Reyes pitch, and Rivera takes a strike that clips the outside corner at the letters. Rivera, 23 years of age. Hearn leads from first. The pitch is in the dirt, blocked nicely, no advance. Rivera had a good season last year, but there are several scouts in the Royals organization that really believe he'll be a late bloomer. He's a very good defensive third baseman, soft hands, but just developing with the bat. Here's the pitch. He takes outside, barely missed. 2-1. The Rangers with 3 runs on 6 hits. The Royals with 4 runs on 6 hits. Ray is throwing a lot of pitches here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, we've got a new blood on the field with the new manager, Mike Matheny. Spent 13 years in the major leagues as a catcher. Oh, I really like his enthusiasm, his passion, the fun he had at FanFest. There's a swing and a popper foul that will get back and out of play.
And you know, when you have a new leader like that, you kind of look for like little signs of what's different, you know, what isn't. And it may not sound like much, but it's just interesting because the Royals have 6.5 practice fields right next to their stadium here, and so do the Rangers. Royals have always taken batting practice before games down here on the George Brett practice field, which is beautiful. But Mike Matheny wanted them out on the game field today. They took normal BP out on the field today. I've never seen the Royals do that down here in Surprise.
Rivera with a swing and a popper left side. Third baseman wants it. He'll take care of it. And 2 outs now in the 8th inning. You're right. And some of the fun things that he did at FanFest. You know how they have the main table, Ryan Lefevre's up there interviewing all of the pitchers at one time, and they'll take questions from the audience. You know, Sheila from Olathe, Dennis from Topeka, wherever it might be. And all of a sudden they said, hey, we have a question from Mike from Overland Park. And it's Mike Matheny. And he says, hey, what do you think your best pitches are? And, of course, Ian Kennedy is the first one to spot him. And he starts laughing, and it's the skipper asking the question. Great. And those are the moments. I mean, it is a tough game. So you got to have fun.
You sure do.
1 ball, 1 strike. And that's one of the things that Mike told us, not only at FanFest, but during the press conference when they announced that he was the new manager. He said, I always want to get better as a person, as a human being, and as a coach. I want to use the experiences in St. Louis to be better in Kansas City. Here's the pitch. And that's why I think it was really wise of Dayton Moore to hire him last year as the Royals advisor for player development, where he could go around to Single A and find out not only about the athleticism of future talent, but what's their soul like, what's their spirit. There's a strike in the outside corner to Brett Phillips.
Yeah, he made great use of the last year, didn't he? Before getting the job officially, and then he traveled around North America, around the country, around the world, you know, meeting face to face with a lot of his players before they ever even came to FanFest or spring training.
You're right. Breaking ball misses low. Count is full now to Brett Phillips. Royals leading 4-3. Matheny also enrolled in an online analytics class and studied the areas he said he needed to improve.
And, you know, there is, I mean, Ned's going to be in the Royals Hall of Fame, you know, and whenever he's eligible in a few short years. But, you know, change means, you know, new ways of doing things. There is a little different energy this year.
Runner goes, pitches outside, ball 4, so 2 on with 2 outs. So Phillips works the walk. And that will bring Yeson Guzman to the plate, but it looks like Chris Woodward is going to make a pitching change here. We will make sure he makes the move. He has accepted the baseball, and we will take a break with Kansas City leading the Texas Rangers 4-3.
Which business owner would you rather be?
Oh, please, oh, no. Don't be the fire marshal. Not the fire marshal. Why me? I'm doomed.
or this business owner.
Hey, it's a fire marshal. Come on in.
Oh, this won't take long. I see Keller has been here.
Keller Fire and Safety has businesses covered in Kansas, Missouri, and throughout the Midwest for fire protection and safety. One less thing to worry about. Call Keller Fire and Safety.
Keller Fire and Safety.
KellerFire.com.
Interested in throwing the best tailgate out at Kauffman Stadium? Then find your way to Jack Stack Barbecue. We offer easy, convenient carryout of all your barbecue favorites. You'll be the hit of the ballpark when you show up with our famous beef burnt ends and hickory pit beans. With 5 locations in the Kansas City area, Jack Stack Barbecue is sure to be an easy way to please all of your friends and family. Go to jackstackbbq.com to learn more.
Steve Physiak, Steve Stewart, Eric Guthrie with you at Surprise Stadium in Surprise, Arizona. The Royals have jumped in front here in the bottom of the 8th inning with a leadoff double by Nick Heath, followed by a single by Khalil Lee. Knocked him in. Lee was thrown out at second base, but Hearn walked. Rivera popped up. Brett Phillips walked. So Chris Woodward, the manager of the Texas Rangers, has decided to make a change. And he's bringing in James Jones, a tall, lean left-hander, a veteran, 31 years old. He's entering his 4th year as a pitcher and will be in his 5th campaign in the Texas Rangers organization. He was a Texas League All-Star last year. Hard-throwing left-hander.
Yeah, we remember as an outfielder with Seattle years ago and converting to pitching.
That's where I remember James Jones, because when he started warming up, I go, I've seen this guy before, but I don't remember him pitching.
It's it's funny how you're seeing more and more of that. Of guys, things don't go quite right one way. You're a hitter and it's not working out so well. You pitch, or your pitching isn't working so well. Let's go try a position. And this guy can throw pretty hard, and he's left-handed. Pretty big guy.
Well, here's a challenge for Jason Guzman, the young shortstop in the Kansas City organization. A left-handed batter facing a hard-throwing left-hander with 2 on, 2 out. 4-3 Royals. Jones comes set. And the pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Guzman with a deep inhale and then slow exhale. Digs back in, stands deep in the box. Hearn at second base, Phillips at first. With 2 out, infield back. The 1-0 pitch, just high. Boy, in the way home plate umpire Mike Malinsky turned away, I thought he was going to raise his right arm, but Jones has fallen behind. Guzman has to recognize that. Right now he is looking dead red. Fastball. Jones checks the runner. And the pitch. High and inside. 3-0.
Well, Guzman hung in there in that pitch from he's a left-handed batter, and the hard-throwing lefty who's kind of 3/4. That was buzzed his tower, but he stayed in the box.
And Eric Mejia came on to pinch run for Ryan O'Hearn. He's at second base. Here's the pitch, and high again. 4 straight wide ones. So Jones loads the bases, and the Royals have a great opportunity to really take a stranglehold on this game with Gutierrez coming up, who doubled his only at bat.
Royals taking their walks.
Shocked the house. Bases are loaded with Mejia at third. Phillips at second base. Guzman at first. Gutierrez roped the double to left center field his first time up. Here's the pitch by Jones, and it's in there. Strike 1, and Gutierrez was kind of bending out of the way as that just did catch the inside corner. Bases are loaded. 4-3 Royals, bottom 8. The lefty Jones deals. Breaking ball misses badly outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, the inconsistency that he's displayed with the breaking ball, I would imagine every Royal saying, I'm going to throw that pitch away and just look for the heater. Jones comes set, brings it home. Another breaking ball that misses badly by a good 2 feet. Knocked down by the catcher and no advance. Royals with 4 runs on 6 hits. The Rangers with 3 runs on 6 hits. Mejia down the line at third just in case a pitch drifts away from the catcher. The pitch is swung on, hit sharply, but right to the shortstop. He'll go across the diamond, record the out. The Royals do get a run on a couple of hits. They do leave the bases loaded. We head to the 9th. Royals 4 and the Rangers 3.
The key to winning championships is building quality leaders and teamwork from within. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 knows how to win by building our team of trained professionals from the ground up. We provide our members all the education and skills they need to be the best sheet metal professionals in Kansas City. So if you want to hire a quality contractor that employs the best in the industry, won't cut corners, and make sure your money stays in the community, go to DemandMetalExcellence.com.
Baseball is back, Kansas City, and the Royals are ready to knock it out of the park. Switch to Sprint and keep up with all of the preseason action with a new Samsung Galaxy S10 phone for $0 per month with a Sprint Flex lease. Sprint, official wireless service provider of the Kansas City Royals. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1 today.
Galaxy S10 $0 a month after $31.25 a month credit to buy within 2 bills with approved credit. 18-month lease and line of service. If cancel early, remaining balance due. Offer and coverage not available everywhere. Restrictions apply.
Better call Bob, Wizard of Clogs. If you're a homeowner, you may not be experiencing backups right now, but undetected issues in your sewer lines can lead to major breaks in pipes and your wallet. For $99, we'll send out a Bob Hamilton camera inspector to look inside those pesky pipes. And if it backs up again, we'll open it up for free. Wow, how's that for peace of mind?
Bob Hamilton Plumbing, heating and AC. Call 888-4BOB. Remember 913.
Hindsight isn't 2020. 2020 means looking ahead, believing in what can happen, with new, exciting leadership. It's a group of players eager to leave it all out on the field. 2020 is about diving catches and stolen bases and sending fastballs straight into the fountains. It's peanuts and hot dogs beneath a sky of fireworks. 2020 is not just another Royal season. It's a new chapter in our history, and we're excited for the future. That's always Royal.
Welcome back to Surprise Stadium. The Royals take a 4-3 lead to the 9th inning of play, and we get our first look at Chance Adams. He's the right-hander that the Royals acquired out of the Yankees organization on December 23rd from minor league infielder Christian Perez. The Yankees had just made a trade, and they did not have room on their 40-man roster. That's why they chose to trade Adams, who is a talented right arm and was a very good prospect in the Yankees system, and the Royals were able to acquire another good arm, so it'll be interesting watching Chance Adams here in inning number 9. The Royals also keeping Khalil Lee in the game, who knocked in the go-ahead run. He's now in left field. So Lee, Heath, Phillips in the outfield. And Darrow is the batter, and Adams' first pitch is outside ball 1. Chance Adams, low to mid-90s fastball. I remember his first major league win because it came against the Royals at Kauffman Stadium, pitching 4 innings in a 6-5 triumph in a second game of a doubleheader. There's a fly ball struck pretty well right field. Phillips comes on and makes a nice running catch. That was a tough play for Brett because, as I said, they've got a wind blowing in from right field a good 20-25 miles an hour, and Brett read it well, but judging the wind, he sprinted in and made a basket catch right around knee level. So that's an important first out. Game 1 of Cactus League play. And here's Refsnyder, who tied the game with a 2-run home run in the 7th and has an opportunity to do that again in the 9th. Takes a breaking ball at 77 miles an hour on the outside corner for strike 1. Royals lead it 4-3. Top of the 9th, 1 out, nobody on. Adams to the plate. Oh, he hit him right in the back. After throwing that breaking ball, he thought he'd come in with the fastball and just drilled Refsnyder in the ribs. So the tying run is on with 1 out.
Well, the way the wind is blowing, it's a dangerous day to give a free base to a team.
Well, you do have the left-handed bat of Kufo, who was able to earn the walk but was left stranded. And now if Adams can keep the ball down and maybe get a ground ball, he can get out of this ball game with one pitch, get a double play. So Nick Schufo, we understand his correct pronunciation is. He was not on the pronunciation guide.
It's not to be confused with shoe phone. It's Schufo.
Like Get Smart?
Exactly.
That's right, 99. Here's the pitch by Adams, and it is a fastball high for a ball, 1-0. Chance Adams was named the Yankees minor league pitcher of the year back in 2016. He compiled a 28-6 minor league record between 16 and 17, with his win total ranking second among all minor league hurlers. He gets a foul off by Schufo. But anytime you're with a new organization, even though you spent several years with the Yankee system, you want to make a good impression. Everybody you're meeting, coaches, players, all new. You want to get that pat on the back, a job well done. Going for the save. The 1-1 pitch to Schufo. Checked his swing. I think he went. Yes, he did. And it's 1-2. They appealed to the third base ump. Said, went around. So Adams with the count his way, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tying run at first base in Rough Snyder. Adams with a peek at the runner, now brings it home, and it is just low and inside. Tried to sneak that slider on the inside corner, but it missed down. Nick Dini is catching. Gutierrez holding the runner at first base. Cancel and Guzman, second baseman, shortstop, pinched in for the double play with Rivera over at third. Adams deals. Check swing. He held up. 3-2 full count. Don't want to put that tying run in scoring position. Adams averaged a strikeout per inning in the minor leagues at Scranton last year, and a strikeout per inning in his short stint in the big leagues. Throws over to first base back in time is Rough Snyder. Only pitched in 13 games with the Yankees. Gave up a lot of hits. 39 and 25 in the third innings. The 3-2. A swing and a ball well struck to right field. That's a base hit. Stopping at second base is Rough Snyder, respecting the arm of Brett Phillips, who throws behind, and Rough Snyder barely dives in safely. So 2 on with 1 out. Tying run in scoring position. And the batter will be Blake Swihart. He goes George Brett, old school. He does not wear batting gloves. He just grabs it with the bare hands. Swihart, his first time up, reached on an infield hit. So right now it doesn't look like Adams' command is as sharp as he'd like to see it. Pickup play at second, but Rough Snyder gets back in time as Guzman, the shortstop, cheated behind, accepted a throw. It was on the money, but Rough Snyder read it early enough. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 9th inning here at Surprise Stadium. Royals 4, Rangers 3. Yanni Hernandez replacing Schufo at first base. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. Wind continues to roar from right field towards left field. The left-handed batter at the plate. The pitch by Adams in the dirt. Good block by Dini. Well, runners would be on second and third. 1 ball and 1 strike. Adams has shown either really good command with the curve in this inning or really poor command. That last one he buried in the dirt. And Nick did an excellent job keeping that glove and cupping his body to keep the ball from going back to the screen. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Swihart finds himself down 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was on a well-located fastball down on that outside corner. The runners take their leads from first and second. Adams pitch. Swihart takes low and in. That time he tried the slider at 85 miles an hour. Swihart, a guy who can play not only as a backstop, but he can play the corner infield spots. The count 2-2. Adams pitch. Swihart swings, hits it in the air. Guzman wants it in shallow center field, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So a good pitch by Chance Adams there to get the second out of the 9th inning as he's trying for a save in his first outing as a Royal. The Royals took the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning on a double by Nick Heath and a single by Khalil Lee. And now Henry Ramos steps to the plate. Ramos, first time up, grounded back to the mound. Big, strong, left-handed batter. Open stance. Stands close to the plate. And Adams steps off. I wouldn't be surprised if Chance tried to come inside with that fastball because it looks like Ramos's hands are in the strike zone. He's right on top of the plate. Deeney sets the target. Adams brings the pitch, and it's low. 1 ball, no strikes. Steve Physiak, Steve Stewart, Eric Guthrie with you. Eric is our new producer engineer on the Royals Radio Network. Comes to us from Columbia, Missouri. Has done a great job today. As I asked him earlier, how you doing? And he goes, so far so good. As we all are. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there. Beautifully thrown. 77-mile-an-hour curve for a strike and a 1-1 count. Ramos in a bit of a discussion about the strike zone location, but Mike Malinsky's a veteran, said, son, I know what the zone is. Adams checks the lead man at second. Brings the 1-1. It is swung on, hit in the air, left side. Will there be room for the third baseman? I don't think so. It finds the seats down that left field line, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Chance Adams trying to make a good impression in his Royals debut. Grew up in that Yankees organization, and we told you the Royals acquired him on December 23rd for minor league infielder Christian Perez. And I don't care if you've been in the big leagues 10 years, if you're with a new ball club, you've got a little bit of the butterflies. You want to make a good impression. Got the first guy out on a fly out. Hit the next batter, then gave up a single, but then got the pop-up. Now the 1-2 pitch to Ramos. A swing and a foul ball left side again. Will find the seats. And Ramos just trying to stay alive on that one. He did not have a good hack. Almost looked like he was trying to foul it off. Wait for the mistake. Runners first and second. Right-hander on the mound. Lefty at the plate. Adams steps off. 4-3 Royals. Top of the 9th. KC broke the 3-3 tie and a hit by Lee that knocked in Heath in the bottom of the 8th. Now Adams set. The pitch. Low and in. 2-2. We started the day at 76 degrees. The temperature is dropping. They say that wind that's roaring in from the right, bringing the bad weather. Rain expected tomorrow.
So the Royals have, I believe that's lefty Gabe Spire warming up just in case in the pen.
Yeah, Adams has thrown a lot of pitches in this ninth. The 2-2. Hit sharply and past Gutierrez. It will tie the game at 4. They cut the play off. They throw to second and dropping the baseball. And now the throw home is not in time. And Texas takes the 5-4 lead. The Royals did not handle the ball well defensively as the shot cat passed Gutierrez at first base down the line. And then they had the base runner Ramos in between first and second. The throw from Gutierrez to second was dropped by Guzman, so they couldn't apply the tag. And then his throw home was late, allowing 2 runs to score in Texas to take the 5-4 lead. So Chance Adams' first save opportunity, well, does not go well. And they're giving Ramos a hit. Royals will also suffer an error on the shortstop when he dropped the baseball on the throw. And now Yadiel Rivera steps to the plate. Well, that is the greatest challenge in the game, is how to get the last 3 outs. Adams bidding for a spot in the Royals bullpen. Yadiel Rivera swings and hits it high in the air. It'll be played by Phillips. Under it now and makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Texas now leads it 5-4.
Your guests deserve outstanding food and service, and that's what you will get with Broncato's Catering. We are proud to be Kansas City's only caterer recognized by the leading caterers of America for our award-winning quality. You can rest easy knowing that our dedicated staff will ensure all of your guests receive the highest quality of food, presentation, and service. Call Broncato's Catering, one of the top 52 caterers in the nation, to book your next event today. Call 816-765-4707 or visit broncatoscatering.com. Proud partner of your Kansas City Royals.
Hi, it's Brett Saberhagen, and I'm proud of my baseball career. I've been very fortunate to receive many accolades, including being named to the All-Star team 3 times. When you need to sell a home, you want the best. That's the RE/MAX agent. Real estate all-stars that put in the time, have the dedication, and hustle to take you from for sale to sold. That's RE/MAX. And don't worry, they've done this a million times. Start your search today with the RE/MAX app. Each office independently owned and operated.
The key to winning championships is building quality leaders and teamwork from within. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 knows how to win by building our team of trained professionals from the ground up. We provide our members all the education and skills they need to be the best sheet metal professionals in Kansas City. So if you want to hire a quality contractor that employs the best in the industry, won't cut corners, and make sure your money stays in the community, go to DemandMetalExcellence.com.
Is something missing in your life? Do you seek purpose? Are you hungry? Reach for a classic. The Sonic Car-Up Classic. With a juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger and crispy tots for $2.99, you'll feel reinvigorated.
Hold up, it's only $2.99?
Hey, what happened to the Echo?
Oh, now you miss me.
Try the Sonic Car-Hop Classic today for $2.99. Now with a crispy tender sandwich. Tax not included. See menu for details. For limited time only. Participating Sonic drive-ins.
Sonic.
Steve Physiak, Steve Stewart, Eric Guthrie with you at Surprise Stadium. Royals trailing for the first time in this game 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th. Nick Deeney is the batter, and he takes a first pitch ball from James Jones, who stays out on the mound for the Rangers. Royals will have Deeney, then Cancel. Jones comes set, brings the pitch, and Nick gets a good swing, but hits it a mile high in the air, left center field, giving both left fielder and center fielder plenty of time to jog under it. And Leody Tavares is there to make the catch for the first out. So Deeney is out number 1. And that will bring Gabriel Cancel to the plate. Gabriel really had a good Double-A year. He had been moved up from A-ball the previous season and had 30 doubles last year and 18 home runs. And that surprised a lot of the scouts in our organization that kind of power, but it's beginning to blossom. Non-roster invitee in the big league camp. The 1-0 pitch, swing, ground ball third. Nice big hop for Ryan Doro, who throws out Cancel, and 2 out. So Jones gets the first 2 out, and here comes Nick Heath, who doubled and scored the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th inning. And once again, it's one of those situations you'd love to see him get on just to see his speed. And with 2 outs, I'm sure the Royals would be very aggressive if Heath reaches and let him go. Right now, lefty-lefty matchup, and James Jones' first pitch slider outside, ball 1. Back-to-back lefties in Heath and Lee if Nick can reach. 5 runs, 8 hits for Texas. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Royals. Here's the pitch, and it clips the outside corner at 92, and even count 1-1. Jones fighting for a spot in that Texas bullpen, and they are wide open. Their team ERA last year was 5.06. Breaking ball in there, 1-2, and Heath locked up on that good curve. So the Rangers, much like the Royals, down to their last strike. The Royals could not get that last strike, and Texas scored 2. Breaking ball low and away, 2-2. Royals had 2 strikes on Henry Ramos, but then he was able to fight back and get a base hit to right, drive in the tying run, and the Royals kind of messed the play up defensively, and the go-ahead scored, and that's why they claim a 5-4 lead. Jones 2-2. Fastball in. At 93 miles an hour, and Heath had to bail away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jones ready. The pitch. Foul off. Heath, a late swing, and ooh. As soon as I saw Nick draw his right hand up to his face, he knew that hot shot to the stands. He's hoping everybody's all right.
I think he made it to that little balcony, the little upper deck that hangs down above the third base dugout.
Try it again at 3-2. High ball 4, and the speedy Nick Heath is on, so we're probably going to see him run. I would imagine that he will at least try and see one move from James Jones. Stu was talking about Jones moving from the outfield back to the mound, and a lot of times those guys won't have a great move originally. Batter is Lee. Jones pitch, swing, and a drive to right and deep. Back to the wall and caught right at the fence by the right fielder Henry Ramos. So Texas wins game 1, 5-4.
Right into the teeth of that wind.
Yeah, if it's blowing from left to right or there's no wind at all, Khalil Lee just won the game. But the wind was blowing in and knocked Khalil Lee's drive down, and the Royals lose game 1 of the 2020 Cactus League season, 5-4 to the Texas Rangers. We'll be right back.
Ready to throw your taste buds a change-up? Then perfect your game day drink with a gin that doesn't taste like pine tar. Builder's Botanical Gin is handcrafted with herbaceous ingredients like lavender and orange to make a spirit with layers of flavor. You can find this local favorite in specialty cocktails served at the K. And if that's not a home field advantage, we don't know what is. Builder's Botanical Gin from Restless Spirits Distilling Company, where character runs deep. Please drink responsibly and check us out at restlesspiritsdistilling.com.
When Chevy decided to advertise the Silverado and the all-new Silverado HD's available camera technology, it was suggested that there were better ways to do it than on the radio. But listen to the Silverado's available transparent trailer camera view. Maybe they're right. So check out the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever for yourself.
Search for your local Kansas City Chevy dealer. Read the vehicle's owner's manual for important feature limitations and information. Camera views require available accessory camera and installation. Not compatible with all trailers. See your dealer for details.
One call does it all when that call is to Brancato's Catering.
Oh, yeah!
Coordinators will work with you throughout your planning process and will handle any detail you need to ensure the success of your event. No matter the size of your event, you can sit back and relax knowing your guests will receive nothing but the award-winning quality and service Brancato's Catering is known for. Call 816-765-4707 or visit brancatoscatering.com to book your event today. Proud partner of your Kansas City Royals.
Hey, Kansas City. Sluggers looking for a few good kids to join the best fan club in the big leagues. Sluggers Blue Crew. Blue Crew members receive a long-sleeved Royals performance tee, lunchbox backpack, special edition socks, 2 home game ticket vouchers, an exclusive membership badge, and a bunch more. Plus, first dibs on the Sunday fun run, all for only $30. Presented by the Learning Quest 529 Education Savings Program. Visit Royals.com/Blue Crew to join.
Rangers beat the Royals in 9 innings, 5-4. While we have this moment, let's pause for station identification on the Royals Radio Network.
A weekly interview with Patrick Mahomes coming this fall, exclusively on 610 Sports Radio, KCSP Kansas City, WTAF HD2 Kansas City, a Radio.com sports station.
Game 1 of Cactus League play. The Royals fall by a final score of 5-4. But Steve Stewart, talking about the positive things, I thought there were some great moments by the Royals pitching in this contest, particularly for the first 6 innings of play. Lopez, Shipley, Rosenthal, Woods, and Stallman were really good, and Jake Newberry was pretty good too. There were some rough outings by Chance Adams and also Eric Skoglund, but all in all, you want to see progress. You want to see pitchers get ahead, finish guys off, and from the names that I mentioned, we saw that.
Yeah, I mean, you got 36 pitchers competing for 13 spots, and several of the guys who were slated to pitch today, they're facing an uphill climb to get there, but several guys made really good impressions. I mean, Lopez, who he has the stuff to get guys out at this level, whether he's going to be competing for the 5th starter spot, which he probably is at least early in camp, or whether he goes to the bullpen. He looked really sharp. Trevor Rosenthal looked like he never missed a beat from his All-Star days. Josh Stallman, he's always going to have a little command trouble, but bottom line was he struck out 3 guys and had a scoreless inning. So there were a lot of good things that happened today. Both Ryan O'Hearn and Soler, they don't need wind for help, but they got a little help from the wind, and they blasted balls out of here. So there were some good things today when you're, basically what you're doing in spring training is you're putting a team together, and a lot of the spots, even if you can't say it officially, are probably, at least in the minds of the coaching staff, they have sort of ideas of who's going to be on the team, and there's only a few spots that are truly open, although if you can dominate down here, you can have a chance to force your way into the roster. But some of these guys made some nice impressions today. Obviously, like you say, Skoglund had a rough one, Adams had a rough one, but it's game 1 of 33 exhibitions. They'll get a shot in 2 or 3 days to come out and hopefully sharpen things up a little bit.
And obviously, when you're in spring training, it doesn't mean a whole lot unless you're showing really, really good stuff. It's what do you do at the big league level? And the Royals bullpen last year had a lot of young pitchers. Well, Dayton Moore and Mike Matheny both went out, and they were able to get a couple of established veterans. And I always thought the quality of a really good late-inning reliever is his ability to turn the page. What do you do when you blow a save? Well, Trevor Rosenthal and Greg Holland, who is also in camp, have proven that they have that ability to turn the page. If those guys are healthy and can really give the Royals some success this year, that could be a major pickup because both of them are veterans that can help guys like Stallman continue to evolve.
And we've seen what Ian Kennedy can do in this role, and we've seen some of the other guys, the McCarthys and some of these other guys that have been around a while that, you feel like they have a chance to make. So there's a chance for this to be a much better bullpen, which obviously would make this a much better team because that was one of the big deficiencies last year.
And as far as the power went, we had a long home run by the American League home run king, Jorge Soler, in the first inning, and Ryan O'Hearn with an impressive home run to the opposite field. And that gave the Royals at that time a 3-0 lead, but Skoglund and could not hold on to the lead, and then Chance Adams with the blown save in the ninth inning, and Texas wins 5-4. So I guess you have the totals, or I've got the totals.
Well, I got them either way.
Okay, go for it.
But it was, again, and some of these guys like Heath, a double, you know, late in the game. Nice to see some of these guys chip in
and
late.
Khalil Lee almost won the game.
He almost did, yeah. The Mother Nature worked against him. So for Texas, they win this first Cactus League. They come from behind, and they score 5 runs on 8 hits. They had an error. The Royals 4, 6, and 1. Texas stranding 4, the Royals stranding 7. The Royals getting homers from Soler and, of course, from Ryan O'Hearn. Obviously, each case, it was their first of this Cactus League season. Rob Refsnyder hit his first for Texas as Texas comes from behind to win at 5-4. The winning pitcher in this one was James Jones, the converted outfielder, now left-handed relief pitcher. He's 1-0. Chance Adams takes the loss 0-1, but a long way to go in this spring. Game was on pace to go about 2 hours and 13 minutes. And then the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings got involved. So it still was under 3. 2 hours, 51 minutes, and a nice crowd here today, both Ranger and Royal fans. A lot of Royals fans down this left side. A lot of fans out of the grass berm. It was sunny and breezy early in this game. Now it's more cloudy, and the wind is stiff, and the temperatures are cooling down a little bit. But 6,684, nice crowd for the first Cactus League matchup of the spring as Texas comes from behind to win at 5-4. Tomorrow we hope to bring you baseball. There's many ways to find out whether or not the game's being played or not, unlike the old days. There's all kinds of social media and ways you can find out if we're going to play at 2 o'clock or 2:10 actually Central Time. We'll be on the air at 2 o'clock Central Time from Tempe Diablo Stadium, home of the Angels. And hopefully we'll be on, so you'll have a chance to hear not just from the big right-hander Scott Blewett, who will be on the mound presumably to start the game, but Brady Singer. You would hope part of this team's starting pitching picture going forward. Brady Singer scheduled to make his spring debut tomorrow if we play. Kyle Zimmer. We're hoping that now that he's got his feet wet as a big leaguer last year, he can take another step forward this year for the Royals. Glenn Sparkman, Kevin McCarthy are due to pitch tomorrow as well against Mike Trout's Angels at Tempe Diablo Stadium. That'll be their opening game, 1:10 Mountain Time, so that'll be 2:10 Kansas City time. So again, we'll be on at 2 o'clock, and that game tomorrow, MLB.com, the MLB app. They've rebranded it. It's now not the MLB At-Bat app. It's the MLB app, and you should be able to access that game and listen to us and enjoy it, and we'll have various guests on throughout the game as well. Take your emails, take some of your questions and so forth. And then back on the radio on Sunday, 2 o'clock Central Time. Sunday will be against the Indians. Foster, Griffin, Jackson Coar, Greg Holland among those scheduled to go here Sunday at Surprise Stadium against the division rival Cleveland Indians. So 2 o'clock starts the next couple of days. Saturday will be internet only, MLB app. Sunday on the app, of course, but also on the radio, on the Royals Radio Network. So join us for those. Well, we want to say thanks to Eric Guthrie, who had we didn't get a win, Eric. We're not going to blame you. But Eric's our new producer-engineer. Did a great job here in his debut today. For Steve Fiziak, I'm Steve Stewart. Again, the final. Texas wins it 5-4. Have a great Friday evening. Talk to you tomorrow on MLB.com and the MLB app. So long from normally sunny Surprise.